The Hash It Out Show is brought to you by Boyd's ATA Black Belt Academy in Marrero, Louisiana. Barreto Home Solutions. Bayou Audio and Video. Hot Works on the North Shore. JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington. Lil Dizzy's Cafe. Kuman of Gretna. HBP Construction and Consulting. Moe's Pizza. Bucks Snow Whiz. CC's Children Blocks. The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana. Leo Auto Glass. The Juber Family in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Dat Kitchen Restaurant in Chalmette, Louisiana. CoSource Financial Group.
Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move, 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 move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. 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 Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move, 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 move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB, the sports guy. Yeah, it's Mardi Gras time. It's Mardi Gras time. But guess what? The Hash It Out Show still got to roll on like those floats rolled on. Yes, indeed. We got girls. Man, what are you doing with your phone? What are you doing, bro? What's going
I'm
on, bro? You all right?
I'm good. I'm making sure I'm ready to go. I had daddy duty and all that stuff before the show started. So I'm just making sure everything's prepared and good for this show tonight. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? I want to go without a hitch. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. All right. Yeah. I see you. I see you. I see you, man. Everybody, you see, we got VK Jones. What's up, VK Jones? What your look like? You got your Patrick Taylor hat on?
Little something to match this nice little threads and stuff.
Oh
You know what I'm saying?
man, you got some purple on that shirt, huh?
Actually, it's blue this time.
Oh, it look purple. Okay, it's blue.
Oh, it's
All
blue.
right.
It's blue.
All right. I got you. I got you.
That blue.
Yeah. Try to
Yeah.
step your
Listen.
gear up, huh? I see you. I see you.
Man, look, man, I try, man, because you got everything, bro. You even match, you got something to match the Texas Longhorns, bro. So that's something else, man. I'm trying to be like you, man. I'm not you, the man that got all the get. I'm just trying to catch up.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. We got a good show for y'all tonight, ladies and gentlemen. At 7 o'clock, we're gonna have the head coach of the Slidell Lady Tigers, Coach Kristen Twilly. She's going to join us. At 7:30, we're gonna have Coach O. That's Coach Bivens, the head coach of the Booker T. Washington Lady Lions, joining us. And at 8:05, we got Coach Blair Brinson of the George Washington Carver Lady Rams joining us. So got a good show for y'all tonight. Watch this. And where you been? What happened to you?
A lot has happened. I'm actually, as we're talking, I'm getting ready to write down each of our eight selections for divisions for the girls playoffs. But a lot has happened this afternoon, guys, and I'm here. But
Man, I thought you and VK about to play me, man. It was just me. Man, I was like, what's going on, man? You about to play me?
man,
What's going on?
You got a hat that
What I
fits
what I
them.
what I did to y'all, huh? What I did to y'all? I'm just wondering, man. Jeez,
Hmm.
what I did to y'all.
Y'all doing all right tonight?
We great, man. We
We
are
good.
great.
That's good. It's playoff fever is in the air, boys. It is
There you
girls
go.
playoff basketball.
There you go.
You know, coming up on March Madness for the
Yeah,
girls first, and then the boys will follow suit in a couple of weeks' time.
yeah.
And we will try to bestow as much expertise as we can on you tonight.
That's all we can do, man. That's all we can do.
That is a fact. How the weekend was good, gentlemen?
Weekend was fine. It
It
was
was
very
just
fine.
fine. Yep.
Yeah,
That's good to hear.
no complaints. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So today, the girls' playoff brackets were released, fellas. As we get ready for the playoffs, that will start. Some games will start on Wednesday. The majority will be on Thursday. And I want to go through the brackets, and you know, I want to say the teams who are facing each other, and I want to say, ask y'all which first round matchup is very intriguing to you guys. Later on in the show, we'll announce who we think into the semis, the championship, and who's going to hoist the state championship trophy. We'll do that later on after we interview our coaches. But I want to start off. I want to start off with Division One non-select first. So I'm going to go ahead and get it up so we can look at this. And as you all know, Zachary, overall number one seed. There they are. They get the bye. They'll face the winner of HL Bourgeois and Walker. Then you got number 9, Natchitoches Central hosting 24 Airline. Um, Rivalry rematch. Number 8, Destrehan hosted number 25 Hornville. Number 5, Sulphur hosted 28 Barb. Number 12, Terrebonne hosted 21 Northwood Shreveport. Number 13, Horton hosting number 20, Sam Houston, and Neville awaits the winner of that game. Number 3, Perryville awaits the winner of number 14, Ruston against 19, Washita Parish, another district rivalry rematch. 11, Parkway hosting 22, Fontainebleau. Number 6, Salmon hosting 27, Benton. Number 7, Dental Springs hosting 26, Covington. Number 10, South Lafourche hosting 23, Southside. 15, West Monroe hosting 18, Mandeville, and Slidell awaits first round matchup of Division One non-select. VK, which first round matchup has garnered your interest?
Well, it is. It's to me, it's obvious. Rustin, Washita, because of the fact of these two going at it once again, one more time. They met each other in district, and it was pretty close game in itself. And went down pretty much to the wire, and it looked like it's going to go down a wire again with these two teams meeting again. I think that's what we've been getting a lot more in these last couple of years, especially with the power rankings. You wind up still having the district rematches. So this is one of them, and I think this is going to be a pretty tight one, and the winner will probably give a real stiff test to the 3 seed Prairieville in the next round.
What you got, Peppers?
For me, if you guys can hear me, because I'm actually bouncing the screens because I have the brackets closer in Zoom view on mine. I'm gonna go with this. I'll be the cop out, but 16-17 Bourgeois and Walker. Why? We saw HL Bourgeois last year in round one at Harnville, and that was an epic clash in that first round game that we did as part of the Hash It Out Show playoff games of the week. And that was a game that Bourgeois had control of early, and Harnville chased him down, hit a thriller of a game winner to send them into the second round. It's an even skill. It's an even keel matchup. I was going to go with your matchup, VK, only for the fact that seems like they're district rivals, yes, but football they played for the state championship earlier, late last year. So that's another enticing matchup. But no, Bourgeois Walker for me, JB, and maybe I'll go that route because of what we saw last year. And I think this is a very tantalizing matchup too. Winner's going to have it tough in round two, though. That's for sure against Zachary. Doesn't mean they can't do it, but it's going to be a tough ask.
Mine is actually the 15 and 18 West Monroe. Will they have enough to stop Alana Benoit and company? That is my question. Mandeville got a good little road trip to Monroe to take, but does West Monroe has what it take to slow down Alana Benoit and try to get the ball out of her hands and make the others on that Mandeville team beat them? That's that's my intriguing first round matchup.
I like
Let's
that
go.
one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're
Let's go
welcome.
to Division Two non-select. As we know, Sterlington, number one seed. They wait Lutcher against Livonia, 16-17. 9 Iota hosting 24 Bossier. 8 West Feliciana hosting 25 Cecilia. 5 Iowa hosting 28 Franklinton. 12 Lakeshore hosting 21 Bastrop. 13 Northwest hosting 20 Abbeville. Number 4 Wasman awaits them. Number 3 North Vermilion. They await 14 Plaquemine against 19 Grant. Number 11 Opelousas hosts 22 Pearl River. Number 6 South Beauregard hosting 27 Franklin Parish. Number 7 Albany hosting 26 Broadmoor. Number 10 Bruley hosting 23 Minden. Number 15 South Terrebonne hosting 18 Carroll, where number 2 LaGrange awaits them. VK, who you got?
Well, looking at these matchups more than anything else is always, the seeds. It just really depends, and there's a lot of interesting matchups. I think what stands out is the Carroll and South Terrebonne matchup. I really think, Carroll's a program that continues to improve, especially on the girl side. But South Terrebonne veteran program. But I think this is a very even matchup, and anything can happen in that ball game.
George.
Hmm. Man, VK, me and you are on the same wavelength. I like that matchup
Oh
too,
yeah, yeah,
but
definitely on the same wavelength. Yeah, yeah. Well, go ahead.
I mean, the records say otherwise, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm looking at Lakeshore Bastrop. I
Okay,
think Lakeshore Bastrop could be an interesting matchup. Yeah, Lakeshore, the Titans are the favorites in that matchup. But just something tells me that could be a sneaky matchup where in this division, it's usually ripe for an upset or two. And I'm not saying Bastrop, I'm not going to sit here and commit to Bastrop, but I wouldn't say they're not without a chance.
I
I
like
think
that
that
pick.
would be a pretty enticing matchup, too.
I like that pick. Um, give me,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, give me Lutcher Livonia. Give me that matchup. That's my first round most intriguing matchup, the 16 against the 17. All right, Division 3 non-select as we're moving along. French Settlement, number 1. Their weight 16 Berwick against 17 Vidalia. Number 9 Union Parish hosts 24 St. Helena. Number 8 Richwood hosts 25 St. James. Number 5 Ville Platte hosts 28 North Webster. Number 12 Doyle hosts 21 Caldwell Parish. Number 13 Oakdale hosting 20 Avoyelles. Springfield, the 4 seed, awaits the winner of that matchup. Number 3 Westlake awaits the winner of number 14 Pine against number 19 Pine Prairie. Number 11 Church Point hosting number 22 Kinder. Number 6 Gina hosting
Shoot.
27 Kaplan. Number 7 Mansfield hosting 26 Donaldsonville. Number 10 Red River hosting 23 Manny. Number 15 Winfield hosting 18 Rayville. And number 2 Oak Grove awaits the winner of that matchup. Who you got, VK?
The matchup that interests me is the Battle of the Pines.
Mm-hmm.
Pine Raiders out of near Kent, not past Kentwood, but almost near towards Franklinton. That's where Pine is. And they'll take on Pine Prairie. I'm wondering what location is Pine Prairie. I never heard of that school. I don't know if it's a newer
I
school,
have.
but it's been there. You have? Okay. What,
Mhm.
what's the location of it?
That
And
would be in St. Landry Parish.
That's
They're in
not
St.
far.
Landry. I know because I lived in Avoyelles, and St. Landry is a neighboring parish to Avoyelles, and Pine Prairie is one of those schools that's not very big in population, but then their athletic programs, football has titanically struggled. VK, I can tell you anything you want to know about their football team, but their basketball team, yeah, that's where they are in St. Landry.
okay, but I think that's a good even matchup, and somebody's gonna win that game. Somebody's gonna win that game and move on and take on the 3 seed. So Pine Prairie looks interesting.
Who you got, Peppers?
That's an interesting matchup, but I'm going to dip to another matchup that I like a little bit, and that's Winfield Rayville. A lot more than
Let
a
me
little
let me
bit.
stop you right quick, Peppers. Right quick. Out the way, DC. He said Walker beat HL Bourgeois earlier in the year. Okay, different story. He also likes the Ruston versus Washington matchup. He also says Livonia should win this game. They will have the best player on the court. All right, go ahead, Peppers.
Okay, Division Three non-select. My choice is Winfield Rayville.
Okay.
I think 15 and 18. And look, these aren't cop out picks, y'all. I mean, we're picking seeded matchups. Uh, this is we're looking for the best potentially the best first round matchups, and going with these questions. But for me, I like this matchup a lot. I think this is an even keel matchup. Winfield is the slight favorite because they're at home, and Rayville, that's going to be an arduous trip coming from way up there in the northern part of the state to Winfield, which is about 30, 35, 40 minutes from Bucky. So that's about what, 3 hours, give or take. That's going to be an arduous travel for Rayville, but the matchup in and of itself looks very enticing, very close. I think it's going to be a good one of the better games in Division Three, non-select. JB.
Give me Doyle versus Caldwell Parish. 12 versus 21. Don't sleep on Caldwell Parish in the first round. Don't sleep on them. All right, Division 4 non-select. Let's get right into it. Midland, number 1 seed. They will host the winner of 16 Delhi and 17 Jonesboro Hodge. Number 9 Franklin will take on 24 Bazille. Number 8 White Castle will host 25 Ringgold. Number 5 East Feliciana will host 28 Lakeview. Number 12 Jeanerette will host 21 Faraday. Number 13 Logansport will host 20 LaSalle. West St. John, the 4 seed, awaits the winner of that matchup. Number 3 Arcadia awaits number 14 South Plaquemines versus 19 Plain Dealing. Number 11 Vonado will host 22 Homer. Number 6 Lake Arthur will host 27 Oberlin. Number 7 Mangum will host 26 Welch. Number Grand Lake will host 23 North Central. Number 15 Northeast will host 18 East Beauregard. And number 2 Maryville awaits the winner of that. Who you got, VK?
South Plaque and Plain Dealing. Looking at that matchup more than anything else, um, is South Plaquemines going to make a push here? Are they going to make a push towards the improvement of their girls program? This is a big game for this team more than anything else to try to get a playoff win under their belt to move on to the second round and to progress with that South Plaquemines basketball program. So I think it's a very good matchup and it's a very close game. And Plain Dealing is a very consistent girls program. So it's going to be an interesting game and also interesting more than anything else for both teams, especially South Plaquemines if they're going to finally make a push in the girls' side in prep basketball.
Who you got, Peppers?
In a wide open division, um, it's a big. I like VK's pick a lot. South Plaquemines and Plain Dealing. And the winner is going to have an interesting test in round two, but I will go with Logan Sport and LaSalle. I'm going to go with that matchup 13 and 20. I think that's a matchup that could be deceptively good. I think that's a matchup that could potentially, maybe, possibly produce a slight upset there. We shall see. But that's the one. If you and admittedly, I haven't followed Division Four as closely as other divisions, so I'm not saying I don't know, but it's a little more scratchy. But I'm going to go look at Sport LaSalle.
All right, give me Northeast against East Beauregard. Give me that matchup. I think that's going to come down to the final 20 seconds. Let me say it like that.
20 seconds. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Division 1 select. Here we go. Y'all know John Curtis, number 1, got the bye. They wait for number 16 Lafayette against 17 Hammond. Number 9, Chappelle will host 24 Karen Crow. Number 8, Captain Shreve awaits them. Number 5, Acadiana. They get a bye. They will host the winner of number 12, Alexandria against 21 Mount Carmel. Number 13, Woodlawn Baton Rouge will host 20 Edna Carr. Number 4, Huntington. They have a bye. Number 3, St. Joseph. They have a bye, but they await the winner of number 14, St. Thomas More against number 19, Southwood. Number 11, Ponchatoula. They will host number 22, Ben Franklin. Number 6, Scotlandville awaits the winner of that matchup. Number 7, Turling's Catholic. They get a bye and they'll wait the winner of number 10, Tioga against 23 East Jefferson. Number 15, Dominican hosts 18 Liberty. And number 2, Riverdale, Coach Burke's team. They'll wait the winner of that matchup. Who you got, VK?
Some of these first rounds are very, very interesting in itself. I think this one first round could produce possibly your top four upset, and that is St. Thomas More and Southwood. I think the winner of that game is going to give St. Joseph's all the hell they can get. St. Joseph's been a nice program, very, very nice program, a program that just can't get over the hump, meaning they can't, I don't know how many state championships they have won in their history. They have been in the top 28 before, but they just never got to that hump to probably win it. So this is a program that is back on the rise, but how real St. Joseph Academy is. I think these two programs that are veterans in the top 28 and veterans in state championship runs will give St. Joseph a hard time. That's why I'm thinking that this game will come down the wire. St. Thomas More and Southwood is my intriguing first round.
Who you got, Peppers?
I like that matchup a lot. I was thinking that along those lines as well because Southwood once upon a time used to dominate girls basketball when we had the classes, not not divisions. Southwood, VK, you remember this. I mean,
Yes.
both of you guys remember how great Southwood was. They would win, what, in excess of 30 to 35 plus games a year, 1, 2 losses, and just really ransack people. This could be a reclamation year for them. They can win that game against St. Thomas More. But for me, I'm going to go Dominican Liberty. I think that's a sweet matchup. And that winner, and I like Riverdale's team. But I saw some gaps in that game we saw, a few nights ago. Before we did Baltimore Carver, we saw the Riverdale women girls play, and yeah, defensively they're stout. But Dominican Liberty's winner, JBVK, I think stands a really good puncher's chance to knock out that 2 seed in round 2.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Brave stance, got to take one.
I was gonna take that Dominican Liberty, but I'll take something else, George Peppers. I'll take something else.
You just want to be different. So we're not
Uh,
signing Jeff no more.
I mean, I never said you side Jeffrey. That's somebody else that said that. But
I
anyway,
know
anyway, since he took that one, but I do have another one in mind. That's Woodlawn and Edna Carr. Edna
that would have
Carr.
been my other choice, JB. Just to
There you,
tell you.
there you go. Edna Carr a little bit up and down this year, but Chris Price trying to get things right over there. For Edna Carr, he's a good coach. This gonna be a good test for him. Can they go to Woodlawn and make this a game? I think they will. It ain't can. I think Edna Carr will. I think they're gonna go to Woodlawn and give Woodlawn everything they can handle. So we'll see who wins that game. That is my pick. Let's go to Division 2 select. Number 1 seed is Madison Prep. They await 16 Peabody or 17 Booker T. Washington Shreve. Number 9, St. Michael hosts 24 Collegiate. 8, Northside got a bye. Number 5, Buckeye. We saw Buckeye last year. Here they are, number 5. They were a 9 seed last year. Buckeye's back. Watch out. They got those shooters. They'll wait the winner of 12, Laranja, and 21 is Struma. 13, the Willow will host 28. George Washington Carver, your 4 seed, got a bye. Number 3, Parkview Baptist. They get a bye. They'll wait 14. David Thibodeau against 19, St. Louis. Number 11, Archbishop Hannon will host 22, L.B. Landry. Number 6, Vanderbilt Catholic will await the winner of that matchup. Number 7, Edie White awaits number 10, Haynes Academy. That's Coach Bates' team, as they will host 23, St. Charles. 15, Booker T. Washington, New Orleans will host 18, Glen Oaks. And University Lab, the 2 seed, awaits. What you got, VK?
Well, I mean, it's a very, very good, interesting first rounds.
PM
Uh,
Attorneys, hold on. PM Attorney says St. Joseph is different this year, VK. And Out the Way DC says Liberty will defeat Dominican and Riverdale. Okay. Go ahead, VK.
well, the thing is, when you look at these matchups, are really, really good. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make it obvious. Booker T and Glen Oaks. Booker T hosting a
Don't pick a
playoff
winner.
game.
Don't pick a winner though. Don't pick
No,
a
not
winner.
picking a winner. Not
All
picking a
right.
winner. Not picking a winner. No, we're not doing that. Not doing that. But we know we're having Coach O on the show tonight, and this is a good matchup for both teams. This is going to be an even matchup. Glen Oaks trying to really come back from kind of being held back a little bit, but for them to just bounce back because that was a really good program back then in itself. Glen Oaks winning multiple state championships and stuff like that on the girls' side in the '90s and late '90s. So they're trying to make a comeback more than anything else. And Coach O and Booker T doing a great job. Finished the second in the district, and they're getting a home game. So this is going to be it's going to come down on the wire. And I think they'll present something very, very interesting going into the second round. It's going to be tough against University Lab, but I think either of these teams is going to give University a little something, something in round two.
Out the way DC says Glen Oaks defeats Booker T. Washington, New Orleans. Who you got, Peppers?
There's one guarantee in this bracket, and that's the fact that a New Orleans public school is going to be in the quarterfinals, and that segues to my pick, the Willow School in Abramson. Winner gets George Washington Carver. It ensures a New Orleans public school makes the quarterfinals, which is a big victory for the New Orleans area. I think that's a good matchup there with the Willow School and Abe. I would favor the. I mean, you would think the Willow School is favored on seeds, but the fact that a New Orleans public school makes the quarterfinals, that's a victory in and of itself. I'm going to go with 13-20, the Willow School and Abramson.
All right. Give me the 14-19 matchup, David Thibodeau and St. Louis. Why did I pick this one? St. Louis was a powerhouse for many, many years in winning state championships, and y'all know that. Y'all know that. And then all of a sudden, once Paris Guillory graduated, they took a downward slope. It was a 24 seed a couple years ago. They lost to Douglas, Coach Nunnery's first playoff win ever. And then I think they didn't make the playoffs at all last year. I could be wrong, but you haven't heard of them. Now, here they are. Can they get a victory over David Thibodeau and start their surge back upwards? So that's why I'm intrigued in that matchup, David Thibodeau versus St. Louis. Let's go to Division 3. Select right quick. And of course, your number one seed is LCA, Lafayette Crispin. They'll wait 16 to meet against 17 Slaughter. Number 9 Episcopal will host 24 St. Mary's Academy. Number 8 Newman gets a bye. They'll face the winner of that matchup of Episcopal and St. Mary's. De La Salle, they were the 4 seed yesterday. And then today, they're the 5 seed. They get a bye. They'll wait to win a Pope John Paul II and Homer Christian. 13 Rapides will host 20 Independence. Number 4, Holy Savior Menard. They get the bye. They'll face the winner of that matchup of Rapides and Independence. Number 3, Sacred Heart. They await the winner of Catholic New Iberia and Sarah T. Reed. Number 11, the Auburn Woods host 22 Calvary Baptist. Number 6, Dunham will await the winner of that matchup. Number 7, Geo Next Generation. They have a bye. They'll wait North Lake Christian and Beekman Charter, the winner of that matchup. Number 15, St. Thomas Aquinas will host 18 Ursuline, and Rose Pine, the 2 seed, will await that matchup. VK, who you got?
I think the matchup that intrigues me is Amite Slaughter Community Charter. I think it's two very good even teams going against one another. Amite trying to get themselves back up a bit, what I'm saying, a couple years of lean years after the state championship runs they have made and everything, and top 28 runs. And Coach Rene Pierre, really trying to get things going with a very young team this season and trying to get them some confidence. And Slaughter is a program that it's really improving. This what a year I could say for Slaughter Community Charter Athletics. The football program winning over 10 games, getting to the playoffs this season. And then now you have the girls basketball team making postseason as well. A big, big major improvement at the school that has not been open for too long. So I think it's an even matchup. I think it's going to come out on the wire, and they'll move on and take on the top seed. So I think Amy Slaughter Community Charter, my interesting pick.
Peppers.
We'll go with 13-20. Rapids and Independence. Why? Because I'm a look ahead. Not I don't want to say look ahead, but you can't help but look ahead when you do bracket like with the collegiate brackets where we start looking at matchups. Rapids, if they win that game, that's a territorial battle against Holy Savior Menard. They're basically a neighborly warfare, and in the second round of the playoffs would be very enticing. I actually the other game I was looking at JB was Catholic and Sarah Reed, but I'm going to lean Rapids Independence.
Give me Pope John Paul II and Homer Christian. Put this on your upset alert, people. Homer Christian. They may come. They may come to Slidell and get the job done. It's possible. We'll see. But give me that one. All right. Division 4. Here we go.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Kidding or what? What you talking about?
I'm on the LHSAA site, and unless you're pulling it up, which now I got to use yours, uh, it's saying it's not available.
Oh, you'll be all right. I got it. Number 1, Southern Lab. They get a bye. They'll wait the winner of 16, Highland Baptist, and 17, Ascension Episcopal. Number 9, Ascension Catholic, hosts 24, Ascension Christian. Number 8, Sacred Heart. They get a bye. They will play the winner of those 2 Ascensions. Number 5, St. Edmund. They get a bye. They'll wait. Number 12, Central Catholic against 21, St. Mary's. Number 13, Opelousas Catholic will host 20, St. Frederick. Number 4, Cedar Creek awaits the winner of that matchup. Number 3, Washita Christian awaits the winner of 14, St. Martin's versus 19, St. John. Westminster Christian, the 11th seed, will host 22, Hanson Memorial, where the 6th seed, Luis McGahee, awaits the winner of that matchup.
McGee.
Number 7, Vermilion Catholic has a bye. They'll await the winner of 10, Central Private versus 23, Riverside Academy. McGee, just get rid of the H and leave an E.
I see why you went that route, but it is McGee. It is McGee, JB.
I believe y'all. That's what I'm saying. Get rid of the H and leave one E, man.
That's what I thought of.
Confusion.
That's what I thought about it at first, JB, a long time ago. But somebody was like, because I knew a couple people that actually had new friends that went there. It's like, no, it's McGee. I'm like, wow, okay.
All right.
Silent.
Yeah. Let's move along. 10, Central Private versus 23, Riverside. 15, Pickering hosts 18, Catholic Point Coupe. And the 2 seed, J.S. Clark, awaits them. Who you got, VK Jones?
Pickering and Catholic of Point Capee. I think that's going to be a very good battle. Even battle between 15 and 18, and 2 programs that continue to improve and everything. So I like that matchup as an interesting matchup.
PM Attorneys LLC says just McGee. Everybody, LOL, gets us wrong. I believe it. I believe it. All right, Peppers, who you got?
And as much crap as you give VK with pronunciations, I can't believe he doesn't have a lick back on you for this one. Unbelievable.
He got a long way to go to catch up. But go ahead.
That he does. I'm not denying that. But I mean the fallacies of whatever. But look, we're all human, guys. We are all human. But give me the Ascensions. Give me the Ascension battle, the Battle of Ascension. That in the first round, yes, indeed. I mean, both obviously archdiocese schools, Catholic and Christian. The intensity is going to be absolutely real in that matchup. Of course, Ascension Catholic being the 9th seed is the decided favorite in that matchup, but still a territorial battle against a clear lower seed in 24 sets up an interesting possibility.
Okay. And you know what? Give me St. Martin's Episcopal and St. John. Give me the 14 and 19. Give me that, man. Can St. Martin's get this home playoff victory? They are hosting a home playoff game. Okay, St. John come down and get the upset to move on to take on Washita Christian. All right, guys, we got about 10 minutes before Coach Twilly comes and joins us on the show. And like I said, later on the show, we're gonna talk about who we think or we'll get to Hammond. But when you look at these brackets, what is one team out of all the brackets, one team that you think can cause some noise and bust up some brackets, VK?
Hmm. Ah man, good question on that one. I can. Hmm. Team can always it could be a low or it could be a high, but I know some teams out there are capable of getting it done. And you got I'm not gonna say it's a lot, but you got some that could possibly maybe break some things up more than anything else, especially especially maybe Division One side or whatever else in anything. you know, I could definitely say, to be honest with you, one team that can maybe surprise some people and maybe bust some things up, possibly, is a Ponchatoula. Definitely Ponchatoula Lady Wave.
Oh man, that was I was waiting for that one. We on
Them,
the same. We on the same. Look at the bracket, VK. You see what I see.
yeah,
Opportunity,
lot of opportunity.
big time. Because if
Lot
you're
of
questioning St. Joseph's, that is an easy pick to take Ponchatoula to bust brackets. They just got to get through Scotlandville in round two. And if St. Joseph happens to survive that round two, it stands to reason that Lady Green Wave might find their way to Hammond.
Okay, so y'all picking Ponchatoula.
Absolutely.
Ooh, okay. So they think Ponchatoula, the 11 seed. And we said this about Ponchatoula last year as a 10 seed. We sat here and said they got a good shot to get to Hammond if they could beat Carr. And that
And they
didn't happen. They got to the
go
quarters and lost to Edna Carr. So
right.
now, so what y'all saying now? This bracket here that they're in, their side of the bracket, 6 teams. You're saying that this bracket is not as strong as last year's due to the fact how good Carr was. Is that what y'all saying?
I'm like
Carr
this. You
played.
look. You
Go
go
ahead,
ahead. Go
VK.
ahead, JB. Go ahead, George. I'm gonna let you get
No,
this
no,
one.
no.
I'm
I
gonna.
was going to just say Carr was a very strong team last year out of a very strong league. The one hiccup game they had last year was the game we saw, and that was against John Curtis. They were down huge in that game, and they made a belated run at them. Look, the depth of that league last year was different, but the bracket, the way it sets up, and look, for VK and myself, I'm going to speak for the both of us because I'm going to say this. We're not saying teams are the F word, that's some of these analysts like to throw out there, the five-letter word. No. All we're saying is that they have not played the myriad of schedules that these other teams have, and the other teams have skins on the wall. Ponchatoula got to the quarters last year and lost to Carr. Close game, if I recall right. Correct me
No,
if I'm wrong,
no.
guys. That
They
game
lost
was
by 20.
close.
They lost by 20.
20. Okay, they got run out. They got run out. But Edna Carr again was different. I don't see no Edna Cars on that side of the bracket this
I
year.
think
I don't see that capability. BK, you?
I don't eat. And you look at their side of it. Here's the thing. Scotlandville is probably the youngest team in the state,
Yep.
and they're talented, but they're young. They have not been in this type of stage, and they're going to have to step it up another notch if Ponchatoula gets by Booker T. I mean, if Ponchatoula gets by Ben Franklin, they get by Scotlandville. It's got to be on their game against Coach Trish and that team. They got to be on their game. If they be on their game, get it done. And I tell you, I've seen some highlights. This is a nice Scotlandville team, but they're
But the
just so
youth,
young.
BK, the youth.
That's the biggest thing. That's the one I'm saying. They're very
Hmm.
young. And then you look at St. Joseph's. The question is, are you for real? That's the biggest question. Ponchatoula plays no fear basketball, meaning it don't matter. We got to come to your house or not. We're coming. We're bringing the fight to you. What you gonna do? So that's gonna be the biggest thing if Ponchatoula faces St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's, what you gonna do? It's gonna be a proven ground more than anything else for both teams, but especially for St. Joseph's. If they can get by and get in the Hammond, congrats more than anything else. But this is a wide open side, and that's just the beginning. When you look at the bottom of it, we'll see what happens from there. You know what I'm saying? Riverdale having a great season. Now you got to really prove it, especially as a 2 seed. So, because the challenges stack up a little more and more. So it's going to be a lot, especially with the 2 and 3 seed. But I really think Ponchatoula's got a great shot, especially if they get by that first round and the second round.
Well, y'all went Division 1 select. I'm going Division 3 select. Since we picking who we think can probably be bracket busters or get some upsets to get to Hammond. The team I'm picking in Division 3 select, they have a bye. They're not a top 4 seed, but they have a bye.
I think I know it.
And that's Dunham. It's Dunham. All right. Dunham got some good players. I mean, when you look at Stella Turner, you look at Bree Mills, you look at Patterson Black, they got some good players. And pretty much that's their only upperclassmen. Those 3. 1 senior, 2 juniors. Everybody else is either a sophomore or 8th grader. So a lot is relied upon those 3, but those 3 come through in the clutch for Dunham. And I think that's a tough matchup for anybody right now. And if they happen to match up with Sacred Heart in the quarters, if that happens, I think you're in for a good ball game. I really think you're in for a good ball game. So I have Dunham that may be that team to get to Hammond. Now, later on the show, we're going to pick the 4 teams that we think will get there. We're going to pick. So maybe I have Dunham, maybe I don't. But you got to stay tuned with us to find out who we have going to Hammond. But yeah, that's my pick, the Dunham Lady Tigers. So we're going to take a commercial break. And when we return, the head coach of the Slidell Lady Tigers, Coach Kristen Twilley, will join us right here on the Hash It Out Show. What's up, everybody? Me and VK Jones had to come to Little Dizzy's. Yeah, well, VK, man, wasted no time, and he loved the fried chicken and the dirty rice from Little Dizzy's. Look at what I had. Yes, indeed. Oh, y'all know I love candy yams. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that fried chicken was one of the best I ever had. And just like how Miss Arkisha Baquette says it, come to Little Dizzy's, where the food is always hot and it comes straight from the pot. Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. For 20 years, Leo Autoglass have been servicing the New Orleans area with windshield replacement and auto glass repair. Give them a call today, 504-301-8355. Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504-940-7552.
At Bayou AV Security, we are your one-stop shop for all your needs, whether it's enhancing your home entertainment system, securing your property, ensuring a seamless internet connection, or illuminating your outdoor spaces. We've got you covered. Bayou AV Security, where technology meets reliability. Call us today to experience the Bayou difference.
JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664, and don't forget to ask about their 1-week free special. Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB the Sports Guy. I have VK Jones and George Peppers with me. Our next guest, her team is the number 2 seeded team in Division 1 non-select, and they only have 1 loss on the year, and they're looking to make a strong push in the playoffs. Of course, number 1 goal is to win a state championship. We have the head coach, Coach Kristen Twilley. Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We are doing great. And we are so happy that you're able to join us. Thank you for taking time out your schedule to join us tonight.
Yeah, no, thank you for the invite. I
Definitely.
appreciate
No,
it.
oh, definitely. No problem. Coach Twilly, so what has been the biggest key to your team's success this season?
The biggest key has been our strong defensive presence. You know, it goes with the lifelong saying defense wins championships, but our defense has kept us in games when sometimes we're struggling on offense. So really try and take pride in that. And then it helps that we have a lot of offensive threats. You know, pretty much anybody can be hot on any given night. So
I know that's right. Um, so what improvements have you seen from the start of the season up until now from your team?
I think we've gotten more patient. Um Offensively, we've kind of gotten into a little bit more of a rhythm. Defense, we've just added some wrinkles. I don't know that there's been huge improvements. That's kind of always bread and butter, but we've gotten a little more patient on offense.
Would you say, before I go to VK Jones, would you say that your team becoming more patient on offense, would you say is probably the biggest lesson that they've learned this season?
I think so. I think it's one of the harder lessons when you're on a team of really good, you know, multiple good guards and a strong post players that you know the first open look that maybe you're used to taking isn't the best one or isn't the one we want per se. So some growing pains with it when you have a bunch of scorers, right? So maybe learning to look to pass when your natural instinct is to score the ball.
Coach Twilly, we appreciate you joining us on the show tonight. Gotta ask you this: had a hot start to the season, very hot start to the year. You get that one loss to Southern Lab, but then all of a sudden you win 12 straight to end the season. Was that loss to Southern Lab was it a big turning point to your season? And how did your team react after that loss?
I don't know if it was a turning point necessarily because you know we had been a role before that. I think it was a little bit needed, in my opinion. Like we needed somebody to kind of smack us around and give us a wake up call, so to speak. Um, and it's just good to be able to go back and say, you know, we have to play 32 minutes of good basketball. I think we played well in the Southern Lab game with the exception of about 5 minutes. So 5 minutes cost us the game. So to have that to refer to, I think is good motivation, you know, maybe think we're better than somebody. Like, yeah, but we're working to play the Southern Labs of the, you know, state.
Understand. Tell us a little bit about your players that's really leading the way this season for this Slidell girls team and everything, because this is a not just a historic season. I mean, probably the most wins in school history in itself. Just one loss. I know there's been some Slidell teams that's made some deep playoff runs before on the girls side, but tell us about the players that's really doing their thing this season for the Slidell Lady Tigers.
We're really balanced, and it, you know, it's really a testament to them all being team players. I mean, Madison Parker is consistently, you know, aggressive on offense and playing good defense. Siani Williams has really stepped up and is doing all the little things. You know, she's taking charge, she's making great passes. I mean, beyond obviously she's a scorer too. Trista Gallion in the paint has done a great job, you know, being a presence in the paint for us, both offensively and defensively. Um, Peyton Robotham, you know, her she's used to being a 30-point scorer and has really become a great team distributor and defender. So those, and then even I have Janiah Ducree who comes off and gives us great minutes defensively. Jalen Elliott gives me 20 points some games. It's just been a really, they've all made a contribution and bought into the fact that, whoever has the hot get the ball that night in terms of offense. And then they've all been really committed to playing team defense, whether it's pressing or playing man or, whatever the game plan is. Sometimes, we've played, really, I call it a saggy man, right? But we've packed the paint, which is not always the most fun thing to do when you're quick and athletic, but they've bought in. So um they've all kinds of made their presence known, which is great.
Absolutely. And looking at the schedule, it was got some good wins on the schedule and everything. And I think this makes your team very, very battle tested going forward, especially in the playoffs and in Division One, and could be a big chance for you guys and everything. Got to ask you this last question before I pass it over to George Peppers. You're a woman with many hats at Slidell. You're the girls basketball coach. I think you
I
coach volleyball as well. I don't know if you're head coach or the assistant, but
no, I don't coach volleyball. Just I help out, but no, Coach Tullis is the volleyball coach.
okay.
Mm.
But are you also the athletic director?
I'm the assistant. I'm the assistant athletic director. I'm the math department head, which is a whole story.
Hmm,
Um, a whole different
wow.
world, right?
Yes.
But I teach math. I'm the med, and then I'm the assistant athletic director. Pretty much, I just my assistant coach is the athletic director, Mark John Mard. So I help him. We flip flop roles, obviously, and then I help him a lot with transportation and bus schedules and crazy things like that.
Hmm.
Mhm. But
I
yeah,
know
a lot going on.
it's a tough balance, right, Coach? I know you might have to deal with that your own team. I don't know if you have a family, but I know it's a lot to deal with in itself, right, Coach?
Yes, I have my husband is very supportive. The kids are older, so I don't have to worry about them as much, but um, he's at all the games, so he sacrifices too for sure.
I'm like this. That's a good man right there. That's a good man. George Peppers.
Coach Twilly, first off, congratulations on the season you guys have had. It's been an incredible run for you for your girls. Congratulations on that and obtaining the number 2 seed in the playoffs. So I want to get that out there and thank you for joining us. Um, my first question, coming into this season, what were your expectations of this team? Did you think your girls would be 30, the number 2 seed and only lose one ball game all year long? Did you have that expectation of your girls?
I mean, the potential. We definitely saw the potential. It just, you it was a matter of how well could we come together? How well could we bring all the personalities and players in onto the court and succeed, and they've done a very good job of that. So I think that was an expectation, maybe not so much communicated, right? Like, we just always say we have to play good basketball and good team basketball, but um I think everyone believes the potential is there for us to make a deep run in the playoffs. But same thing. I told them today. We're back at square one. It's a new season, so we got a tough side of the bracket. I might see Denham Springs for the 5th year in a row. So it just, we got to do our part now. Now it is the real season, or the second season.
Hmm. You mentioned the second season, and the first matchup you guys are going to have, you obviously have the bye. But West Monroe
Correct.
Mandeville awaits the winner awaits in round two. A Mandeville team that you handled pretty stoutly in both your regular season games, winning by 26 and by 15 in 2 matchups. Have you? I mean, you've obviously by playing Mandeville. Have you seen any tape yet on West Monroe? What have you seen from them? If you've watched anything yet, to try to maybe get your
I
girls prepped.
Right. I watched some film on them. They're very athletic. They're they do play a 1-2-2 similar to Mandeville, but they play more man. They're more scrappy. Um I think I think we match up either way. I don't It'll be an interesting game between them and Mansville. I think West Monroe benefits from the fast game and Bill benefits from to slow it down.
Hmm.
So if Alana Benoit gets hot, I mean Mansville is dangerous. I think
Very
that game could really go either way. Um so we've kind of been preparing for both.
okay. And coaches always say this. Things are going great. Your balance is great. If there's something that concerns you about your team coming into these playoffs, what do you feel like you girls are going to have to work on with this little rest period that you have, this little bye waiting in the winter? What are you girls going to have to work on to sharpen it up a little bit? Maybe just really sharpen it up, make that making the big point and getting to Hammond and maybe winning a state title.
Right. I would say that's part of my biggest concern is just that um we're not paying enough attention to detail because we've had such a good season. Contentment kind of it makes me nervous that we're content that we think, we're 27-1 and we're good. So I think just that discipline of trying to still get better. I think that is my biggest concern as a coach that, I don't know, I don't think we'll be rusty at all. I don't want to come out flat because we think, oh, especially Mandeville, like, oh, we've beat them twice. It's hard to beat a team three times. So
Yeah.
I just I think that's my biggest concern is that, we get undisciplined, so to speak.
Understood. Last
Mhm.
question. What would it mean to you for this girls' team to finish the job and get this state championship personally? What would it mean to you?
I mean, that's everybody's lifelong dream.
Right.
I mean, it would be amazing and it would be amazing for these kids to experience. It would for me, I think it's building a program and hopefully sustaining that program. So I mean, that's huge. It puts you on the map. It gives you gives these kids recognition that they have worked hard for. So, I mean, that's the end all be all goal for everybody, I hope. But for me, always, I want to do.
Definitely.
Coach Kristen Twilley, thank you for joining us tonight, and we want to
Thank you.
wish you and your team the best of luck moving forward throughout the playoffs.
All right, all. Thank you.
Definitely.
You're welcome, Coach.
All right. Bye.
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 That's Coach Twilley of the Slidell Lady Tigers, and I want to bring up their schedule right quick so we can get a good look at it. There it is. Okay, and you can see the teams that they've played against, and it is a great schedule. Madison Prep, win. French Settlement, win. That's two playoff teams. Loranger is a win. I think Albany is a playoff team. I think. I have to double
Mhm.
check.
Yes, they are.
Win. Mandeville, playoff team, win. Terrebonne, playoff team, hosting a first round playoff game, win. Franklin, I don't know, win. Central Catholic, win. Patterson, win. Warren Easton, win. Rose Pine, we know about Rose Pine. That's a win. Peabody, win. Denham Springs, they played early in the year, win. Destrehan, win. That's playoff teams. Edna Carr, win. Only lost Southern Lab. Chalmette, I don't know if Chalmette is a playoff team. Hammond girls, I don't know. Can't remember. It's a lot of teams. North Shore wins. Spouting Blues, a playoff team, win. Ponchatoula, win. Salmon playoff team, win. Um, Chalmette again, North Shore again wins. Chappelle playoff team, Fontainebleau playoff team, Mandeville and Salmon, all wins. And she spoke about some of her players, Madison Parker. She talked about Peyton Rowbottom. If y'all know who Peyton Rowbottom is, y'all might know who her brother is. Yeah. Casey Rowbottom, who was at UNO, who's I think he's at a college called Mercy College now. I think he's not at UNO anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Casey Rowbottom. She talked about trying to think of other girls' names. Because she's the first three, she said it, and yeah, I was like, yeah, that's the three, and then I can't think of the others. But man, this Slidell team's already battle tested. VK Jones, you gotta like their chances.
Yes, I like their chances a lot, and their schedule proves in itself. I mean, the good bit of their schedule, you got a lot of wins against top 10 opponents, top 5 opponents, and everything. They're a battle tested team that's been in the postseason before, and they're a good veteran team that can make a huge run, and they're capable of getting to Hammond this season. So Christian Twilley has done an unbelievable job with this program. She's really built this one, and she had a feeling this year that this was going to be their year. They've been waiting in the weeds. They've been waiting in the weeds for years because you see teams like a North Shore, like a Mandeville, like a Ponchatoula. They've been waiting in the wings. Now they know that this is their time, and they're proving it this year.
The thing is, we heard about Slidell last year, and I think it was a second round loss and the 8-9 seed. We heard about them last year. We heard a lot about them, and we kind of knew coming in this season, hey, Slidell's gonna be one of those teams to keep an eye on. Well, it didn't keep an eye. There's eyes on Slidell, and we talked about Peyton Rowbottom, Madison Parker, who's a sophomore, Trista Gallion, who she said, and the other one, Siani Williams, the junior. So Siani Williams, a junior, Trista Gallion's a junior, Madison Parker's a sophomore. They're all coming back next year. They're coming back next year. Peyton Rowbottom is a senior with Skylar Polk and Jalen Elliott. So when you think about Slidell, they got a lot of good players on this team. You heard Coach say at George Peppers that somebody can score 20 this day, somebody can score 20 the next day, somebody can score 18 the next day. They just have a team that she had to put together, put them all together, knowing she got a lot of scorers to play team ball, and she's done a fabulous job with that. 27-1, it shows that, George Peppers.
27-1 against that schedule. How much more convincing do you need for anyone that's a naysayer on this Lady Tiger team? I challenge you to tell me on that schedule. Did you think they'd go 27-1? Yeah, they had the year they had last year, being in the 8-9 and losing in round 2. But you know what caught my eye on this interview with Coach Twilley? When he said the word complacent. It is the ultimate trap for young kids when they start seeing clippings and they start saying, "Oh wow, we're the 2 seed. We're dog. And round 2 is a potential rematch against the team they beat by a combined margin of 40+ points." When she said that, what that tells me is that she's going to put it in these girls' heads. Stay focused. The race to Hammond starts now. We slip, we're not going. We're going to turn the uniforms in, put them in the washer until next season. So that's the striking thing I saw. But I love their balance. That they can. It's a composition of a really good basketball team. Now we find out how good are they in the playoffs. Last year, like you said, they hiccuped in round 2. They know the opportunity is there for them to make a very big push, and the bracket sets up. Is it enough for me to pick them to go to Hammond? Stay tuned. But that's a very capable basketball team, guys. Facts.
The thing is with me, with their bracket, you have to play what's in front of you.
Yep.
And let's just say Mandeville beats West Monroe. Now you got to play a Mandeville team for a third time. You know how hard that is to try to beat a team a third time?
But very.
That is hard to. That's hard to do. That is hard to do. I mean, you got to play who's in front of you. And in some people cases, let's say some are fans, some Slidell fans. Oh, I don't want to play Mandeville again. Give me West Monroe. They may be thinking that, be wanting that, wishing for that. That's part of sports. But you got to play who's in front of you. And that's what's in my mind. Like, you play Mandeville for a third time, man, that's gonna be hard. That's hard to beat that team.
But
It's hard because now
to your,
they pretty much know everything about you. You know, what
they
you about to say,
do, but
Peppers?
to your point, and not point counterpoint, but to you, I will say maybe this matchup is just that good for Slidell. You know, they've beaten them by a cumulative total of 42 points
They
in
have.
2 games.
They
Maybe
have.
it's just a matchup, Mandeville doesn't want. And look, Alana Benoit is that dog, is that young lady. She can get it.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
can she can throw the girls on their back and say, y'all, it's time for me to put it's time for I'm gonna carry y'all. Are we as good as last year? No. But making a point about Slidell and Mandeville, if that's the matchup, it's concerning a little bit because of Alana. But Slidell's team maybe neutralizes her enough in a potential second rounder VK and pushes them through.
Maybe, but it could come down to the wire because this is the third time they're playing, and Alana
Mm-hmm.
Benoit and them seniors, they not having it. They are
Nope.
not going to let Slidell try to beat them a third time in a row. So I can see if this matchup goes into it, that could be a tight game. But if not, I think West Monroe will still come down there and give something to Slidell, give them a game because Coach Twillie said don't want to be complacent. So meaning if they play West Monroe, they must be prepared for West Monroe as well. They must be prepared to take on the Lady Rebels. That's a back in the day, a very good, consistent program in itself that's trying to make a comeback. So they could try to maybe ruin the bracket, and they know they got to play their best game regardless of who they play. Slidell knows they have to play their best if they're going to get the hammer.
Look, Slidell is one of the most talented teams in the state. That team, um, Coach Twillie has is talented, and the job she's done as a coach has been is phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know, like she said, somebody may want to take the open shot, knowing it's not a good shot, and then they pass it around. She got the teamwork at its fullest capability. But I want to go to the quarterfinals just in case. And let's say this matchup with Denham Springs happens. A team they beat, I believe, by 4 points early in the year. That's going to be a tough matchup because that Denham Springs team is good. They got to the state championship game 2 years ago and lost to Parkway. Parkway won the championship that year. So Denham Springs got a lot of experience of getting to Hammond. Man, that'll be guys. That matchup says, take my money, take my money. VK. If it happens, quarterfinal matchup, if you look forward, that can happen.
If it happens, I think that
Man,
is
what's wrong with your sound, VK? What happened? You muted yourself?
nope.
You
Nope,
did,
nope,
bro.
nope.
Why your sound went out? Man,
I
get
can
out, get
hear
back
him.
in. Peppers, I go to you.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
I can hear VK just for the record.
Why?
I
What's wrong with your sound? What's going on? Both
Somewhere
of y'all
between.
sound went out. Can y'all hear me?
no,
We can hear you. I can
You
hear
can hear
you.
me? Man,
Yeah,
what in the world?
I
Why'd
can
y'all
hear you.
log out, log back in? How y'all? Both of y'all sound went out. That's crazy. That's crazy.
let's all log out. Go back.
Log out and log back in.
Yes.
You know how to do that? Do it. I'm gonna keep the show
Yep.
rolling. How y'all lost? How y'all sound went out? My goodness. My goodness. That was y'all get for trying to team up on me earlier. Y'all sound went out. I ain't got y'all muted, so it ain't me. But come on back in. But that matchup happens between Slidell and Denham Springs. That's gonna be a phenomenal matchup. Phenomenal matchup. That'll be a good strategy of probably X's and O's between two good teams fighting to get to Hammond. Let's see if we get VK Jones back in here. What's up, VK?
Hey, you hear me now?
Oh man, I don't hear nothing, man. What? I don't hear nothing. And let me try something right quick, VK. Let me
Mhm.
try something right quick.
Okay.
Let me try something, VK, because I don't.
The people hear everybody. People hear everybody up here. I know everybody hears us and everything.
Oh no, we still ain't got sound, VK. There is no sound in your VK. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is crazy.
Well, I'm like this. I think
Did my sound?
I hear you,
I don't know. This is
but you
crazy.
don't hear me. That's the thing.
Let's see. In my sound, go. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Okay. Speak VK. Speak.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
No, we still ain't got
Hello.
VK. Oh man. Oh.
Hello.
Man. All right.
Hello.
VK. Speak.
Hello. 1 2 1 2. Hello.
VK. Speak.
Yo. Hello. 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 Hello.
VK. Speak.
Hello. Hello.
All
One.
right. I kind of hear you now, VK.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What you got to say?
Well, what we was talking about? We was talking about yeah, the
Denham Springs
matchup.
against Slidell.
That would be awesome. I mean, that's probably one of the best quarterfinals that we will have in the state. Hopefully, that'll be something that maybe we can do. I don't know, but I think overall it's a great quarterfinal matchup to go to Hammond. Either way, you know, it's a program, Denham Springs, that's continued to be consistent, and it's Slidell's trying to get back to Hammond. So two great teams going at it in a rematch. So I would take my money on that one too.
Definitely. I like Division Two non-select. I like it a lot. Everybody would sit here and tell you that Zachary is the favorite.
You said Division One. You said Division Two
Well,
just
that's
now.
Division One non-select. I'm sorry. Zachary is the favorite. I think everybody would say that, defending state champions. But you look at the Slidell team, you look at Prairieville, there's other teams. This can be a very good Final Four when it comes down to it. So, but we're supposed to have Coach O join us, but Coach O just says that she cannot make it. She apologized, but that's okay. That's okay. We got somebody who can talk about Coach O, who knows her very well, who knows the players that she has very well. So we're gonna bring this person on, the one and only. Oh, he's not even there. He's not. Look, his camera's there, but he ain't there. About to bring him. About to bring him on. He's not even in front of his camera. How you gonna do me like that? What is wrong with this guy? When he get in front of his camera, I'll bring him on. My goodness. These
you,
people here, man, I just don't understand these people sometimes.
you
I
might have
don't.
you might have text that person and be like, hey, need your
I
phone.
just texted him. I just texted him, man.
I think I know
Oh
who it
my
is.
goodness. Some people, I swear, man. Some people, I swear.
The CEO is getting mad right now.
I'm not getting mad. Oh, there he is. There
make,
he is. All right, now
make
we're gonna bring
JB
this guy
mad.
in. He could talk about Coach O and what she's done at Booker T. Washington. She just texted me, not saying she's gonna be able to make it. She apologized. All good. So we're gonna bring this guy in. We've had him on the show before. The one and only Coach Harold Nunnery. Get mad. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Great to be back, fellas. Great to be back.
I hear you, man. We got that Booker T. Washington shirt on today, huh?
I am a proud Booker T alumni, my guy.
I hear that. I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Coach
to put the
O,
Douglas hat on so I don't get no little blowback,
Good job. Good job. Good job.
all right, so you've coached Coach O when she was a player. Tell us about Coach O and how she's been able to, I guess you could say, keep this Booker T. Washington Lady Lions basketball team afloat.
Well, I may say she's doing a great job with that program over there. I give her all the respect. When the talent left, no one wanted the job. She stepped up and took the responsibility. I think this is her 6th year as a head coach over there. Within that 6-year frame, 5 years or 4 years straight in the top 10. This year she was in top 15. She was doing an excellent job with those girls on and off the court.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. You've seen her squad play. What makes her squad a dangerous squad going into the playoffs?
They're disciplined. You know, sometimes they get a little reckless, but once you call a timeout, settle them down, they're gonna go out there and grind, do what they was taught, and they're just gonna play aggressive. They leave everything out there on the court. That would make them dangerous against any team. I'm glad we don't have to play them. You know,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Um, what can you say about her point guard, Corey Smooth?
oh, that's my client right there. Love her. She's make everything go. Matter of fact, if I had on the team, we probably would have won 2 championships. You know, she's laid back, a humble kid. You know, she always go through adversity, but she go out there. You never know what she going through because she give it all out there for you. She leaving everything on the court. She told me one day, she said, Coach, if it come down to me passing out or passing the ball and giving up a chance to win, I'm a pass out and get this win for her. I said, well, let me know how that work out for you, but I applaud that. But we don't pass out on the court. It's basketball ain't that serious, but she one of them type of player that will lay it all out on the line for you, coach. Coach, a
Definitely.
well coachable team.
What can you say about them being able to host this first round playoff matchup against Glen Oaks?
That's gonna be a good challenge. We supposed to make Glenn Oaks last year. I was looking forward to that opportunity. But I think this is gonna be a good challenge for them to see where they at. Got a chance to watch a little on Glen Oaks this year. So I like that the chance that if but basically whoever won it. And I think Coach Odom could pull it off. Like I said, they're disciplined, they're scrappy, they want it, and plus they got the home field advantage. They're playing in the Lion Den, baby. What more you want? Playing at home.
Go ahead, VK.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Nunnery, man. Good to have you on and everything.
VK, before you get started, VK, I
Yes, sir.
told that guy I'm gonna have to replace you one of those games and come out there and be one of the announcements, you know?
It's all good, man. I ain't tripping, man. You've been working hard, working on your analysis because you do a great job when you come in, man. I gotta tell you
I'm
that.
trying.
Yes, sir. Gotta ask you this about Coach O and everything. And I talked with JB about this. She pretty much when she I know she's been there 6 years at Booker T. She was an assistant under the boys team, right? Coach. I don't if she was assistant. I think she
That is
took over the boys program as well at a time that she even led the team to the top 28.
um that's like incorrect, but she was assistant coach. She was assistant coach over there at Booker T with the boys, but also she was assistant coach at Landry Walker before she took over the head coaching girls job over there at Landry Walker. So she always had her hands on both sides of the field. Well, should I say the court?
Okay, 'cause I remember Booker T boys got to the top 28 1 year, and I
Yeah,
think
she was on that coaching staff. I think that's the year the girls basketball team had won it. She was with the boys that time.
okay, and the girls wanted that time too. So who was the coach at
So,
that time who won it for the girls in Booker T?
Coach Reed, she had won it. Coach
Okay,
Reed, King Reed, she was the head coach at the time.
okay, cool. But Coach O has been, dibbling and dabbling everywhere. Got a lot of experience and everything, and how much the girls really appreciate what she does as a coach to really get those players together.
Well, I don't think they appreciate it, but dealing with girls or any type of player, you probably could test this. They really value when they realize it's over, when the season over, but like, damn, who am I really lean on? Who can I go to for this and that? That's when they're really gonna hit them. They appreciate it now, but they're really gonna appreciate it even more when realize that this my senior year. What I'm on, especially a senior, what I'm gonna do. This was my go-to person. You know, I see her in the building every day. I, I'm in a whole new chapter of life. So that little moment right there hit you, you be like, man, I should have took that all in when I had that chance. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. What you think about the supporting cast that Corey Smooth has around her? a lot of chemistry with one another and stuff like that, that they are capable of trying to get that win on Thursday and making a nice run in the playoffs this season.
Well, the youngster, she have a lot of sophomores on the team, and they gonna make a difference. So they give her the support when she really needed. So when Gum Kimaya, she is on perm with her. That's number 10. When she was on perm, that just made career job even more smoother. So I like the chance. Her supporting cast is really good. The center, she's coming around. She's making big shots. They had a good chance of they. Let me put it this: I watched them against Mount Carmel this week. Mount Carmel had them down by 20 plus perm going into the the middle of the third quarter, fourth quarter. Booker T cut the lead. Matter of fact, took the lead. Had a chance to win it. Those role players stepped up big time for her. So when they was trying to double team, put all the pressure on Correa, those sophomore girls, they stepped up. And the one I'm going in overtime was I still feel they could have won it. Just that fatigue kicked in and a box out here, a rebound there. They could have won that game.
Well, at last question, I'm gonna pass it on to George. What does Coach O mean to you more than anything else? She's a product of what you coached her, and it seemed like it's whatever you teach it rub off on her, and she continues to really teach, really coach. How much Coach O means to you, Coach Nunnery, and how proud of you of the work she's doing.
Say this. She grew up under two great coaches, Coach Haywood at St. Mary. I think she may have won the title with Coach Haywood. We wound up getting her junior year at Fauché. She played under with my cousin, the great coach Lester Washington. Everybody know him as Jack, the former coach at Edna Call.
Yeah, Jack.
Walker one of the great coaches. And like I say, even being on that coaching staff at Landry Walker at one point in time with the boss, so she was under Gibson, Bird. So she was around a bunch of good coaches. And then what I say about that would make me proud of and I speak on Coach Hayward and Coach Jack, because they're coaches that I know, especially dealing with female, they take kids with no talent and they build something with them. They don't necessarily, everybody don't have that. Everybody, you have the school where all the top players want to go to. They take whoever come there. They're not turning you away. If you come there, want to put in your effort, and that's what she learned from. If a kid want to learn, she take the time out. She's going to teach you the fundamental. She going to teach you her system. She just asks you to do one thing: come there and work hard, and she's going to make it happen for you. That's what I love about her, man. And I tell people, that's not what she's doing with the kids on the court. She's a great mentor throughout that whole building, not only for the kids, but for the daughter as well. Like the OG, the Temptation, I got sunshine on the cloudy day. She like that sunshine because a lot of us, as a former worker, co-worker with her for 4 years, Booker T, there's many times I came there under the weather or something going on, and she was like, hey, coach, try to pep you up. Vice versa with student or any other adults in there. So we leaned on her for that support. She's doing a great thing. She don't get her flowers. She's way overdue for it.
Very much so, Coach. With yourself, that's a lot you say, Coach Gibson and Coach Bird. She worked under, and then rest in peace to Coach Jack, man. I mean, great all around dude, man. I was stunned myself when he's real close with a lot of my people, and I was real stunned when I found out of his passing. So, rest in peace to Coach Jack. But I mean, that's a lot of great people that Coach O has worked under. George Peppers, you up next.
Coach Nunnery, first off, thank you for taking time on such short notice to join us. I appreciate that very much. Um, First question: what can you take away from this season up until this point with Booker T? And from what you've seen, give me like the first thing that comes to mind. If there's one, let me rephrase the question. If there's one word to describe this team based on what you've seen, what is that word and why?
Relentless. They faced many adversity and they were always up for the challenge.
Mhm. Okay, what does it mean for Booker T to host a playoff game? Being in New Orleans public school, the and whatnot. The come up of New Orleans public schools and Booker T. Now you guys have a home play game. What does it mean? How exciting is it to have this happen?
Well, I can't really say we're excited, but we're excited. But like I say, for the last 4 years, she was ranked in the top 10. So she always was hosting a home game, the first and second round. So she was lucky. Yeah, I ain't gonna say lucky. That just goes to
Yeah,
testimony of work that she did with those girls. But she started off so this season right here, just for them to get a home game, that's good to speak on how good the program is. The struggle in the first few, Corey was out, few of the other
gotcha.
girls was in the lineup. So when they all got together and started gelling, if you check her track records out for the last few years, she may start off 6-0, 7-0, then go on a completely 14 game winning streak. So that's testimony to their hard work.
Mhm. I guess I'm on a word association kick, so I'm going to give you my second one of the night. There's one word to describe Coach O. What is it?
Unbelievable.
Okay. And you mentioned the consistency of this program, and it's marveling. It's great to see being a New Orleans public school and all that stuff. It's great to see that continued success. Um, and I'm sure you saw today that you guys have against Glen Oak. If so, what have been any tape?
Yeah, I saw. I got a chance to see the footage on them, so I
Your
like
thoughts?
them. They're a scrappy team as well. But it's gonna come down to who's more disciplined, who's really want it. Sometimes, like I said, it don't come down to the X and the O. It's come down to the players going out there just doing what they have to do to get it done. And this a
All
game
right.
right here where it could either way. Even though Booker T have the home court advantage, it's a game that could go either way. So we're not taking Glen Oak lightly. They're doing a tremendous job over there as well. But I got to go with the
It's a
home
good,
team. You know, go with the
of
home
course,
team. You know,
most definitely.
alumni, I
It's
got
a
to go
good
with the home
matchup.
team.
15 versus 18. It should be a good matchup. Um, Last question before I turn it over to give it to JB to close it out. Um, the summation of the season to this point, I mean, it hasn't been, like you said, the last few years has been top 10, top 10, top 10. This year, just a little bit of a slight step back. What was the biggest turning point of this season to get it back on track?
Basically, just getting everybody back healthy and just building that chemistry all over again. You know, I tell people it's hard to be consistent when you have a multiple killers on your team being injured, but it's just like the next person got to step up to it. So that's what I said. She's
Mhm.
doing a great job. Girls, freshmen on the team got a lot of high quality playing time this year that she didn't expect, but she prepared them to get them ready for a situation like this. Most people like to dwell on their varsity players, their starters, but if you're one of those role players, JV, you may be called to play up, so you have to be there on the. They all learn in the same system. You have to be there at like I say, you have to be there paying attention. You have to be there granted. But when she call on you, she putting you in there because she depend on you, and you showing that practice to the coaching staff that you're ready for that moment. So I guess when a lot of freshmen getting a little playing time, that kind of killed them up. But now that everybody back healthy, they're a dangerous team.
Coach Nunn, when is this game being played? Is it Wednesday or Thursday?
Being played Thursday at 5:30.
Thursday at 5:30. All right, all right. We don't have a game yet, fellas. Y'all think we should jump on this Booker T versus Glen Oaks game?
We need to be there. Y'all need to be there. If you need to bring if VK one of those guys can't make it, I'd be glad to step in for him, you know.
Hey, step in. You're more than welcome. Go right ahead. You got it. You got it.
You
I
gonna
need
kick
Coach
BK out
O.
of the curve, JB? Oh, that
No,
is
not kicking
brutal.
the curve.
I won't be on the plat where all three of y'all left. Y'all can make room for me, you know. I just want to be there, you
Yeah,
know,
we do.
give a lot comfortable with it,
You
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 know.
you got it. You got it. I just need Coach O to agree, and we got to get the Glen Oaks people to agree as well. So hopefully Coach O can give us some Glen Oaks information. We can make that phone call, and we can make this happen and be our Hash It Out Show Thursday night game of the week. Booker T. Washington Ladies
5:30,
Lions versus
right?
Glen Oaks. So we're gonna try to make that
5:30.
happen. Come back to Booker T. Washington.
It's a must televised game. It's a must, you
That's
know.
right. Nunnery gonna join us
On the call.
on the commentary. So there you have it. If we get it done, I'm sure Coach O gonna let me know. But Coach Nunn, thank you for filling in for Coach O, who couldn't make it all of a sudden. So truly appreciate it. The goal was to have Coach Nunn surprise Coach O, but Coach O text me couldn't make it.
I'm gonna get on her about that too, you know. I'm gonna let her know. But she hit me up earlier. Me and her talk. She was some family people came in town unexpectedly. Some thing was going on, so she said she was gonna try to make it sure. But I didn't tell her that I was gonna be popping up on her. But I told her I'll be tuned in. You know.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, my man, we thank you for joining us. Not tuning in. Thank you for joining us, stepping on in for Coach O. We know she mean a lot to you, so truly appreciate it.
And before I let you go, you didn't tell me that the Douglas and Shaw game was close.
Ooh.
Hey, man, why I gotta say it was close when Shaw won? Why I gotta say anything? Shaw won. See?
Because I know you like to, you know, say, you know, we short spanked them, you know. But
Oh man,
yeah, I got the highlights, man. If the Douglas made a few free throws down the line, they could have won that game. Not by a big point, but they would have won it. They'd have got, I want myself upset, but they'd have got a well deserving win. What would have helped push them up in the rankings in the playoffs.
you know, missing our point guard for the rest of the season now, but that's okay. They stepped up and got the
Uh,
victory.
yeah,
There you go.
you know. So we're gonna just say Douglas man shooter, he was out too. So we even.
There we go. There we go. Definitely.
So that's-
This is what we
but
do in our group chat. Me, Nunnery, and a couple other people. This is what we do right here. Y'all see it live.
I appreciate y'all fellas having me up there. Y'all doing a great job as always.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work, fellas. I appreciate it.
No
Definitely,
problem,
my
Thank you.
man.
Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
But let's make it happen Thursday. I'm gonna call Coach O. I'm gonna call the Atlanta director at Booker to say, hey, we gotta make this happen. And I need
Hey,
to get my brothers and sisters to pack the stadium out too.
there you go. Make it
Yeah.
happen and get us that Glen Oaks number because the playoffs, Glen Oaks got to agree to it as well. So,
I got you. I may have a number on Glen Oaks. Let me check my other phone when I get to it, and I'll
all right.
text it to them.
All right. No problem. Definitely. Appreciate you, Coach Nunn.
I appreciate you, fellas.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, Coach.
Coach Harold Nunnery stepping in for Coach O. Wasn't able to make it. She had just texted me saying she couldn't make it. It's all good, though. So we'll get Coach O on another time. So we got Coach Blair Brinson going to join us at 8:05. He just texted me. He about to come on through. So, but Booker T, Washington, they were hurt. They were injured early in the year. Everybody's back now, and they're healthy. How key is that for them to have a successful run, VK?
It's definitely a key. I think we started seeing the healthy players come back in the Sacred Heart game we did. Because I
Yep.
remember Coach O was saying, like, hey, good to I'm like, hey, it's good to be here. I know we've been struggling, but guess what? We got almost everybody back. Got everybody healthy. We ready to go. And it showed. It showed in that game. It was a close ball game, and they had to take a little run from Sacred Heart to put the ball game away. So this is a dangerous Booker T team that's continuing to improve, especially with the health of her players being back. So that's huge for her team, and it'll be huge, especially going in this round number one and possibly round two if they get by with the win. Coach O, but it's tough for any coach to be without players, especially certain key players. Like Coach Nunnery mentioned about how Shaw kind of barely got the win against Douglas, but knowing that they're without their point guard, And that's a huge key. There's certain players that go out and everybody else got to pick it up. But what's better when you have a team at full strength? That is much better, a best situation than anything else. It doesn't matter if you're number one or number 32. If you have everybody on deck, ready to go, hey, it's all on you after that.
This team a couple years ago got to the quarterfinals, lost in the second round last year. They're looking to make a deep run again. Peppers, your thoughts of Booker T. Washington Lady Lions?
I think it's a tougher task this time around for two reasons. Because they're going to have to get to the 2 seed in round two, being the 15, if they win it. And two, with the injuries that they accumulated throughout the year, they're not healthy. But is the cohesion enough? Is the cohesion there 100% coming back? Because basketball is such a rhythmic game. You got to have all your people in sync defensively, offensively. Yes, familiarity is very always important, but the fact that they haven't been on the court together a lot this year, that's a little concerning. Now that's and also the matchup in and of itself against Glen Oak basketball team, as Coach Nudd mentioned, that is a scrappy group, not group. Where the heck did group come from? Uh, that is a scrappy group, and those are the kind of teams that give you relentless defensively and get after you and really just. I think Booker T. Washington is capable. They most definitely can win that first game. Not that they can't win round two, but that's a very tough ask going into. I think it's U High, right? The 2 seed, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's University High. That's a tough ask. Capable, yes, but my concerns are about the cohesion. Is it all there at this juncture? Because again, they've missed players for snippets of the season. Now back, they're capable, experienced, but is it there? And that's the concern I have going forward.
All right, we got 13 minutes before we get Coach Brinson on with us. I want to do the semifinals for every division. Who we all got going to the semifinals, and then after we finish with Coach Brinson, we'll go back and we'll say who we got going to the championship and who wins. So we'll start with non-select first, and then we'll go to select. So
Are
VK,
we
who you
going
got
four to
in the
one or one to
semis?
four?
One to four. We'll start with one.
All
VK,
right.
who you got in Division One non-select getting to the semifinals? Unmute yourself, man.
God dog it, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I am sorry, bro. I'm very sorry. Because I'm making sure everything is straight. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got you. Got a lot going on. All right. Division one non-select. My final four is Zachary Broncos. Slidell will get. I think some way somehow Slidell will get there. It's gonna be a tough one, but I know they got a tough side, but I think they will make it.
You need some glasses, man. You need some glasses. You need some glasses. You having trouble looking wherever you looking at, man.
Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, all
Trust
right,
me.
go ahead.
It ain't as bad. I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep it at buck. It's not as bad as you think.
Okay.
All right. The third team I got going.
Did y'all even pick y'all team like I asked y'all to this morning?
Look, I was gone all day.
Oh man, go ahead, man.
I
Go,
was
go,
gone
go.
all
Just,
day.
just go. Just go. Just go. Just
I
go.
got you. I got you.
Jesus.
All right. Prairieville is my
I
third.
can tell he looking at teams to pick right now because his screen frozen. Y'all did it on purpose. Y'all did it on purpose. Go ahead, man.
Man, I got an excuse, so that's just me. All right,
Yeah. You always got one. But go ahead.
I got a kid. That's all I gotta say.
You
All right,
always got an excuse. Go ahead.
my 14. My 14. I said Prairieville is my third. My 14. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go with Sulphur to make it to the final four. So my final four is Zachary, Sulphur, Prairieville, Slidell.
He has
This
soft.
dude.
Go ahead, Peppers.
Rinse, lather, repeat. Let me just say it that way. Because that's as I was doing. I mean, I have my picks written down. Okay.
That
And I'm like,
software
oh,
schedule is so.
VK is good for a long shot or two,
That
right?
software schedule is. I have no trust in software. That schedule is not even tough. But go ahead, Peppers.
I get it, and the other team I was looking at, and I was coin flipping back and forth is Neville to get out of that side, to get out of the bottom side of that of that sub bracket. Um, and I think you know what, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go Zachary. I just think that the Lady Broncos are too good. Um, I like Slidell at the bottom. I like Prairieville. Look. I've been a believer of Prairieville since day one. Why am I bailing off now? I'm not doing that. And I'm gonna go with the Tigers and Neville. I'm gonna go chalk, 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 chalk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Find their way to Hammond, Louisiana. Neville will be my final team to get through.
All right, I got Zachary, the 1 seed.
Okay,
I
I
have the
gotta write
four
this
seed.
down. So.
I have the 4 seed Neville. I got the 2 seed Slidell, and I have 6 seed Salmon. Getting the
Ooh, you
victory,
being different.
getting a victory over Prairieville. So Zachary, Neville, Salmon, and Slidell as we lost Peppers. All right. Division 2 now select VK. Let's get it.
Division 2, non-select. That will that be interesting? Let's see right now. And like I said,
So Zachary,
that's strange.
Go ahead, VK.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I just know without a shadow of a doubt, Walsman is one of my final four. I'm gonna say North Vermilion will make it in a tough side. Lagrange has been having a great year, a really great year, and I'm gonna ride with your area team out of Lake Charles. Go those Lady Gators to get to the top 28, and also, hmm, it's gonna be interesting on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Because I mentioned Walsman, I mentioned North Vermilion, Lagrange. Could Sterlington really be that team to get there? I'm gonna go out on a limb, man. I'm like this. West Feliciana makes the top 28.
Go
I'm
ahead,
not
Peppers.
trusting the 1 seed. You gotta show me better than you can tell me. Like I said, when I see teams that does not have a pedigree, it's almost like
You just
okay,
pick Sulfur.
you gotta.
You just pick Sulfur.
I don't trust Neville either. Neville's schedule's not even all that either.
All right. Better than Sulfur. Did you look at Sulfur's
It-
schedule?
I looked at both schedules and it's even.
That's Sulfur schedule. Oh,
Their Neville schedule is not on that either.
it's
So
better
so
than
what?
that schedule.
I'm like this. It's an even matchup. I don't trust Neville.
I don't think so. Peppers, where
Neville
you at?
Neville got to the top 28 maybe twice in 10 years.
Oh,
That's
that
not a
says
that's not a
that
power.
says a lot more than a bunch of schools.
That's not a power. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's not a
Nobody said it's
power.
a power, but it's a lot of schools can't even say that they did that.
Man, I no, I get where you're coming from. But I'm just saying, we seen it. I seen this movie before.
Oh, here we go. The
I
I
seen
seen.
this movie. I seen it. I'm
What's up,
just
Ava
saying.
Raymond? I see you. How you doing?
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going
Yeah,
out
that's
on that.
majority.
Oh,
Go
oh,
ahead, Peppers.
well, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong at some point. So thank you very much.
You were what?
I wasn't wrong in some point. So thank you very
Well, I
much.
say majority. Majority, you have been. Go ahead,
It don't
Peppers.
matter.
You didn't.
So
So wait, VK, give it to me again. What's Feliciana, Lagrange? Who else?
West Feliciana, Lagrange, um, Wassman, and
North a million.
North Vermilion.
Yeah.
Okay, so no locals make it to the top 28 out of Division 2.
No.
That's what I'm seeing. But you're going against the 1 seed based on the fact that they didn't play a great schedule. Talent does override though. And Sterlington is that talented. So for me, I'm gonna go Sterlington. I'm gonna go Wassman. I'm gonna go You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. Give me South Beauregard, and then I'm going to go with Lagrange. So Sterlington, Wassman, South Beauregard, Lagrange.
I'm just mad y'all ain't had y'all picks because we supposed to be done with this by now.
No, I got
Y'all ain't
my
have
picks.
y'all
I'm
picks.
just,
Man, look,
I'm
bro.
trying to keep up. I'm trying to write 3 people's picks and
Oh
keep.
yeah.
Man, I
My
have,
turn.
Okay, yeah. All
man,
right.
your turn. Go.
Yeah.
I ain't making no
Yeah. Around the horn. Pow. Around the horn. Yeah. What was that? The middle finger? Get him out of here. All right. So moving on. Moving on. Look, he took the headphones and the hat off, boy. Look at him. Moving on. Division 2 non-select. Sterlington, Wassman. You ever saw VK without a hat, y'all? You ever saw him? Here you go. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
You want to
My
see it?
top 4. For Division 2 non-select. Sterlington, Wassman, North Vermilion, Lagrange. Yes, that's my top 4, ladies and gentlemen, to get to Hammond. So yes, that's my top 4. Of course, Division 1, I had Zachary, Neville, Salmon, and Slidell. All right. So we have 4 minutes until Peppers. What are you doing?
Writing.
Writing.
Yeah, I'm writing your
You
picks.
writing all the picks. I got you.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you. All right, guys. We got Coach Brinson in 4 minutes. I'm gonna need this Division 3 non-select quickly, and then we can pick up everything else after that. All right. Yeah. Go ahead, VK. Your Division 3 non-select.
Jesus. All right. My Division 3 non-select. Final 4 will go like this. French Settlement. They go with French Settlement. We're gonna go with Springfield. We're also gonna go with Westlake and Oak Grove.
Who you got, Peppers?
French Settlement. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm trying
Yeah.
to do. I'm doing.
Yes,
No,
man.
you were doing front of that. I'm doing right now. So I'm actually trying to keep up. French Settlement is my first pick to get out. I'm gonna go with Springfield as well. Give me. You know what? Maybe this is a carryover, but I'm gonna take a flyer. I'm gonna take Gina to get through, and Oak Grove.
All right. For me, French Settlement, Ville Platte, Westlake, Oak Grove. That's French Settlement, Ville Platte, Westlake, Oak Grove. Division 4 non-select. Let's make it quick. Who you got, VK?
French Settlement and you said French Settlement and who that? The first Final 4? It would be French Settlement versus I
Ville
say
Platte.
Phil Platt. I say
And then
French
Westlake
Settlement.
against Oak Grove.
French Settlement.
What about French Settlement?
You said who went out of French Settlement and Oak
No,
and
I said Division 4 non-select.
Oh, you went Division 4 non-select now. Gotcha, brother. Gotcha. Division 4 non-select. We going okay, we're going Midland as a 1. And West St. John is in a tough division, tough side. I like the Rams. They got a great chance to get there.
Jesus Christ! I can't do that.
I think West St. John gets there. Cadia, and finally Maryville. I think we go chalk on this one.
All right, who you got, Peppers?
Uh-oh.
Peppers.
All right, y'all still got me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead. Division 4 non-select.
I just lost. All right. Son of a.
Bruh.
All right, I'm here. I'm just, I lost the bracket because I'm sitting there trying to keep up, and it's not working out. West St. John is one of my picks. Midland is going to be there too. Arcadia, and I'm going to go Mangum to pull an upset. Arcadia,
Hey,
Mangum, West St. John, and Midland.
you know what, George Peppers? I like your picks, man. I like your 4 picks, George Peppers. And that's what I got as well. Midland, West St. John, Arcadia, and Mangum. Yeah, I like your picks, Peppers. Good job, smart
Thank
guy.
you.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on with the
Appreciate that.
show because our next guest is in the lobby, so it's time to bring him in. His team, the George Washington Carver Lady Rams, are the number 4 seed in Division II Select, and they're looking to make a deep, deep run. And of course, the main objective is to win a state championship. Our guest for tonight, the head coach of that team, the one and only Blair Brinson. Coach Brinson, what's going on, man?
What's going on, baby? How y'all feeling? How y'all
We,
feeling?
we good, man. We
Good,
good.
good. Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate y'all for letting me on, man. That's a blessing for real. For real, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Definitely, brother. You got that, man. Definitely. Great season from your team. Um, 4 seed Division II Select, get a first round bye. Let me ask you this. What's been the biggest key to your team's success this season?
Um, man, defense, man. Defense. Um, Something I always tell the girls, like, offense could break down. Never expect offense to 100% go your way. But on that defensive end of the ball, you really have the ability to control every variable. So that's the thing that I constantly preach to the girls, and they've been locking in, buying in on that for sure.
Preach defense a lot, but other than that, what improvements have you seen from your team from the beginning of the season to now?
Believe it or not, bigger than basketball. And I was thinking about this earlier today. We've done a better job of being a family. We've literally have gone through any and everything that you could possibly imagine on the court and off the court. And the girls have done a really, really rock solid job of supporting and loving one another. So I think that love spills over to the floor, and our success is just something that we do every single day. Like, we show kindness to one another, we support each other, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to grow, not only for ourselves but for other people around us.
What are you looking for from your leaders to keep this team focused throughout the playoffs?
Um, know your role and just do it to the best of your ability. Um, Everybody has a role, everybody has a job, and they know what their jobs are. And now this is where you empty the tank. Um, Fig, that's my guy, head football coach for the George Washington Carver High School. That's my guy, and we talk about it all the time. Like, emptying the tank. Like, when you lay down after it's all said and done, you want to be able to say, "I'm exhausted because I gave it everything I got." And so that's really what I've been emphasizing to the girls night in and night out. Empty the tank. When you lay down proud. So,
Go ahead, VK.
Hey, Coach Brinson, man, good to
baby.
have you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, let's talk about your players a little bit. We had them on one time before. Can you tell us a bit, especially your senior leaders that's really leading this Lady Rams team going forward, especially you guys ending the season 10-game winning streak?
Um, yeah, number 24, Tyrell Day, we call her T Day, and number 0, Amari Dixon. Um, they mean so much to me. I literally have watched them grow from ninth grade all the way through 12th grade. Now, I wasn't the coach at the time. I was coaching with the boys when they were in ninth and 10th grade, and I witnessed them have different coaching. And with different head coaches comes different styles. Not every head coach has the same points of emphasis, or the same system or schematics. It's ran differently, and to see those girls adjust to everything that has come their way, I'm super high on them. Amari Dixon, number 0, she just got a whole bunch of college acceptance offers um, for academics. Like, she has an insane GPA. Like, it's above a 4.0, and it's been like that since ninth grade year. And T Day, she the same, 4.0 scholar. So we're talking about kids that have they have the ability to adjust, and their adjustment has led to many opportunities outside of basketball. So this is just a method to teach the girls what it is to be a decent human being, like a productive citizen. And the adjustments that they've made throughout their high school journey, it gives me reassurance that once they get out in the real world, they're going to be extremely successful. So my seniors, not only leading on the floor, but leading inside of the building, in their, how they talk to one another, how they treat one another. Those are the things that contribute to the success that we have as a group on the floor.
Yes, well, talk about yourself. I think this is what, year 1 or 2 for you.
Two.
You
Year
since
two.
you tip for you. You've been an assistant. We kind of go way back a little bit. You was an assistant under the great Nate Roche, who's returned. What were your thoughts that made you go to the girl side and coach the George Washington Carver girls, and not just that? What are your thoughts that your mentor, Coach Roche, returned this year to lead the boys program and making it a total kind of a return to culture, both sides of the fence on the boys and girls side?
Um, so shout out to Nate. One thing that I say, and I tell people this all the time. One thing that I can say from sitting under Nate, I learned how to manage egos. Like, I've learned how to allow people to be themselves, but still push them in a direction to where it could be impactful to the goal that ultimately we're trying to reach. Um, and I never try to change players, but I do try to get them to understand it's important to figure out how you fit in the grand scheme, right? Like, we're all puzzle pieces, but we have to figure out what part of the puzzle we belong to. And I can say that I learned that sitting under him, for those couple years. Somebody else that's been really, really impactful on their journey, James Paula. I'm not sure if you guys know him. He's super low
Yes.
key guy, but super, super impactful. In my journey, him as well as Ryan Brock. Those guys really invested in me extremely early, extremely early. I came off the middle school side when I first started. Um, and when I met those guys, I coached a middle school team where we had literally 0 wins for 2 years straight. After I linked up with those guys, learned the game a little bit more, experienced a little bit more on the sidelines. Those 0 wins evolved into more wins. So I had guys like Dwight McGee, who's at Crescent City,
Yeah.
and a couple other guys that have graduated or they're on the verge of graduating from their respective high schools. He was also somebody, Paulo and Brock. Those two guys really, really invested in me early on. Um, Jeff Jones, Madison Prep, was another guy who, like, I talked to him earlier this week because I just had some questions, and just the investment that he's given, the game he gave me, super, super valuable. Wade Mason, St. Aug, somebody else who I could call. I could text him right now, call him right now, and he'll pick up, and answer any questions that I have. So it's been a lot of people along the journey, both inside of the game as well as outside of the game, that have played a major, major role in where we are now. Because I oftentimes lean on those moments when I leaned on them to respond a certain way to whatever I had. So I could go down the line, man. But as far as Coach Nate coming back, returning to the program, the main thing that I'm thinking about is recreating that experience that was there when I first got there, with the Solomon, with the Dorians, with the Willie Andersons, the Jalen Hicks, recreating that level of competition. It's not that it wasn't there before, but it's a difference between when you've gotten to the mountaintop a couple times, as opposed to you're working there. You're working to experience that. So I think him coming back is, let's get back to the mountaintop, because this is how you get there. So I'm super excited for the boys. I cheer them at every single game. I talk to them all the time. The future is bright moving forward for sure for Carver, for sure.
Yes, yes. I mean, you mentioned some big time influences, man. I mean, great. You mentioned Brock, state champion, and a
Yep.
legendary Carver Ram, and James Paulo. I mean, he was a member of that state championship team at Carver. I mean, that's a great dude, man, in itself. So that's some great influence you had under you. Last question from me, and I'll give it back over to JB. Your thoughts on your team being the four seed in the playoffs, and not just the fact that you're the four seed, that there's an opportunity every game you win, you don't go nowhere. You'll be at home every game, especially if you win one by one, and then you'll have a quarterfinal berth at home. What you can say about that?
Um, man, I can't celebrate the girls enough, man. I can't. I'm thinking about Amaya Montgomery, number one. I'm thinking about Raven Harrison, 23. I'm thinking about Legend Washington, number four. Kirsten Williams, number 14. Tamia Johnson, number 10. Just across the board, like this has been something that they've been working for since last year. Like we've talked about it, but to go into experiencing it, I'm just excited for the girls. This is their first time experiencing something like this. So the energy is going to be electric, like the electricity from the student body, the electricity from the community, like it's going to be present. Alumni is going to be there, staff members going to be there. So this is their moment to become Superman in a sense. Like they have an opportunity to put a cape on and carry this legacy that's literally going to follow them for the rest of their life. And all we have to do is just get 4 wins. And we've already been on a 10-game win streak. We've already experienced literally any and everything that you could possibly think of. So to just bleed on the floor, like give it all, give it everything that we got for 4 games. So I'm excited. I'm super excited for them. I'm super excited for them.
Wow. GB.
Go ahead, George Peppers.
Go ahead, George. Go ahead, George. Go.
All right. Hey, Coach, first off, congratulations on the season you guys have accumulated at Carver. Still more to give, it looks like. Being the four seed, what's encouraging is that you get an all New Orleans battle in round two, but teams you beat, the Willow School and Averson, you beat those teams twice. I mean, both the games you played them this year, you know they're going to make adjustments. So whoever comes out of that game, Coach, what are you guys going to have to do to stay? What are you girls going to have to do to stay on point to keep this thing going?
Um, I think when it comes to the defensive side, I'm willing to throw different things, different schematics, how they will respond.
Okay. My next question: do you feel like this team has hit its peak yet, or do you feel like there's more to give?
There's always give for sure.
Mhm.
Defensively, there's some things that we're gonna do. Um, but you never stop growing. Have to grow. You always come more. So just because we're number four, it doesn't mean we're satisfied. I feel like we could be one. If I'm speaking straight honesty, I feel like we could be one. So there's never a moment to where we're like comfortable, but we're always in a moment of how can we grow and evolve and become better. Defensively is where it's going to start. I'm willing to throw different things at different teams just to see how they will respond, knowing that the girls can adjust and adapt to what I'm uh, throwing at them. So and offensively, we'll have some things too. I still got some stuff underneath my sleeve that I haven't showed out just yet. Um, it's it's going to be a lot of adjustments, but we've already been working on certain things since before Christmas break. So I'm ready. The girls are ready, and 4 wins. That's what we want. 4 of them.
Well, more to go. That is the absolute truth. When did you realize, Coach, that this team had that look about it? Like, holy cow, we there were a lot of high expectations, yes. But at what point this season did you feel like a turning point of some sort? Is like, you know what, we can get this done.
After the season ended last year, we lost to Vanderbilt Catholic, and the girls were pretty broken. Um, and I said, the off season is going to be super important for us. We haven't when I took the job, um, we hadn't had an off season. I didn't even know who was going to come to tryouts. I had no clue what the team was going to look like. So this past summer was our first off season together, and I told them we'll know what's in front of us by how we approach the off season. And those girls approached the off season like some dogs that had never eaten before. Like they were that eager to be in a gym, whether it was lifting, skill work, getting shots up on a gun, just talking basketball, learning terminology, um, watching what different college programs do, learning who is who, what is what, how the power rankings work, how the division matchups go, like who's in, what's an important team or important games that we need to key in our division. How do we win the district? Like those were things that were discussed in the summertime before summer league. So at that point, that's when I knew this is a special group that could make a run and really set the tone for this program for years to come.
Last question before I give it back to JB. Last question. Um, what would it mean for you personally to take this team all the way to Hammond and go get this championship and be that last team standing cutting down the nets? What would it mean? Because I think that would make a bold statement for a New Orleans public school to do it.
Um, I want it for the girls. I really want that for the girls. Um, I've I've had you, and all your hard work has paid off. But the girls experiencing this, it bleeds over to like life, like what it means to like work hard and get results despite the opposition or despite the distractions that come your way or despite what life throws at you. I feel like this is a prerequisite to them working hard, doing whatever it takes to grow, and then actually seeing like the results of the growth that they've endured over time. So I want it not for myself, but I want it for them because I want them to see what it feels like. So I'm excited for them.
Most definitely. Coach Blair Brinson, my guy, man, we truly appreciate you joining us tonight, and good luck to you and your team throughout the playoffs, my man.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Definitely.
You're welcome,
Go
Coach.
Thank
Rams.
you. Yes, sir.
Coach Blair Brinson, head coach of the Carver Lady Rams, 4 seed. We saw him play VK. They can get up the court quick. They're gonna pressure you, and you gotta try to break that press. And then if you break it, you better go score because they're gonna be on you for real defensively, VK.
Yes, they're like ants, man. They're on you tight, 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 man. You know what I'm saying? They present a very good and tough defense and everything else. And if you have a good press break, you might have a chance. But the thing is, if you go in, you better don't miss. If you don't miss, Carver's gonna take advantage of it each and every time. So they're a very quick team. They're very physical as well. So they might present. I think they're gonna present a lot of problems. They're gonna present a lot of problems, especially being a 4 seed and for them being at home, especially if they get through first or second round.
Without a doubt. All right, let's get back to these brackets and let's finish this off, people. We're going to select. We're gonna start with Division One. Who you got going to the semis? VK Jones.
Well, I got going in the semis in the Division One Select. I got John Curtis Huntington. So it'd be pretty much a rematch of the state championship game last year.
No, it was the first round. I
Yep.
mean,
Sem-
it was the semis.
Huh?
Semis.
Semis.
Semis. I'm sorry. It was the semifinals.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
you good.
All right. Semifinal rematch, and they'll meet again in the semis. My other semifinal going a little different here. Ponchatoula and Turlings Catholic will be my
Mm,
other two of the final four.
all right. He has Curtis, Huntington, Ponchatoula, and Turlings. Who you got, Peppers?
Is it too late to change?
You didn't say nothing yet, so you
No,
you can make
because
the change.
while you were getting Coach Brinson on, I was writing all my select picks, and I'm like, there ain't no way VK's got this Final Four. He does. I was like, I thought I'd be the lone wolf here, and I got it. The same four: John Curtis, Huntington, Ponchatoula, and Turlings. It's a little wrinkle, but oh, can we agree that the Lady Patriots? This is. Does it feel like their year? I mean, we'll pick it in a minute, but that's my Final
It
Four: is
it
John
felt
Curtis,
like their
Hunting.
it felt like their year last year
But
with
they
a Miami
show
Dade
they
coming
messed
back from injury, and
they
Huntington Huntington said, So
yeah,
guess
Huntington
what?
was on a mission last year. They had that denial in their mind, and it's a tough thing. But that's my Final Four: John Curtis, Huntington, Ponchatoula, and Turlings Catholic.
John Curtis and Huntington, that's gonna be a game. That's gonna be a
That might
game
be
that
the
needed to
championship
happen
game.
because Huntington they beat Curtis when the talk was about Curtis winning. They beat Curtis and then
Hmm.
they win the championship. Curtis like, hey, we got to get our leg back against them. But my four is the same: John Curtis, Huntington, Ponchatoula, Turlings. I have
Look
the
at all that.
same four for Division One select. All right, Division Two select. Who you got, VK?
Wow, I can't believe we was on the same page on
Yeah, I
that
can't
first
believe it
one.
either. I don't like it. But go ahead.
Like minds think alike.
That's it.
Yeah, in this instant, go
Once in a
ahead.
while. All right. For this one here in Division Two, I got Madison Prep.
Hmm.
I got Parkview Baptist, University Lab. I'm gonna go on a limb because I know these. I'm thinking about this one team because of the experience that they have in the playoffs. But I got a sick feeling if they play this team in the quarters, especially in that hostile environment and the intensity that they play and they execute, I got George Washington Carver going to the semifinals.
So who you for again?
Madison Prep, Carver, Parkview Baptist, University Lab.
Who you got, Peppers?
I've got Madison Prep. I think that's going to be hard to deny them a trip to Hammond. Carver, you just saw Coach Brinson. Did you see the emotion on his voice on that last question when I asked what it would mean? You could tell in his voice. And it's like, man, they're locked in. I think, and they, it kind of reminds me of the 40 minutes of hell, like Nolan Richardson back in the day in Arkansas. Only this is 32 minutes of hell, and that's what Carver unleashes. The bottom two, I've got University Lab, but I'm going to go a little bit different on the other side of it. I do not have Parkview Baptist. I have the Terriers of Vanderbilt Catholic. Vanderbilt University, Madison Prep, Carver are my four.
Oh, George Peppers, I like your picks. I like your picks.
I
And you
knew
got
Because
the
it.
I got
same
We got
four?
Madison
we got
Prep.
the same
I
four.
got Carver. I got the defending state champs, Vanderbilt Catholic. Yeah. Journey Johnson. Yeah, she's there. Yeah. And I got U High. That's my four semifinals for Division Two. Select. Division Three select, everybody. Let's get to it. VK Jones.
Division three select here. I got no doubt in my mind. Vanderbilt Catholic.
What?
Wait,
No,
whoa,
I'm
what?
sorry. I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you
Lafayette,
hard.
whatever. Lafayette Christian. Excuse me. Lafayette Christian, my friend. De La Salle. De La Salle makes their return. I know you like Dunham. I know you like Dunham. I like Dunham too, but at the same, now you mentioned them earlier. That's
I
why
said I said I'll let y'all know if I got him in the semis.
I'm just saying you was
All right, go
mentioning you
ahead.
gave him high praise. I like Dunham in the quarters, but I think that experience of Academy and Sacred Heart, it's gonna be a hell of a war if they meet. But I got Sacred Heart meeting back in the top 28, and I'm gonna give some respect to Rose Pine. Rose Pine
Who?
return back. Rose
So the
Pine.
Who's
top
your last team?
Rose
Rose
Pine.
Pine.
Oh, Rose Pine. Okay, I gotcha.
All right, so that's 3 of the 4 teams that made it to the semis last year.
Right.
All right, who you got, Peppers?
My turn, right?
Yep.
Lafayette Christian, I got them. I think they're going to be they're a train waiting to just keep chunking. De La Salle gets there to the semis. I think the Lady Cavaliers have something brewing there. I think they got a real opportunity. I'm going with the Tigers of Dunham. I'm going with Dunham. I think that's the one apple cart in this bracket that could do a lot of big things. A lot of big things. And Rose Pine is going to close it out for me at the bottom end of that bracket. So repeating: Lafayette Christian, De La Salle, Dunham, and Rose Pine. And you, JB, what do you got?
I got Lafayette Kristen. I have De La Salle. I got Sacred Heart. And I got Rose Pine. That's who I have.
Hmm. Me and
Same
JB on the
picture,
same
BK.
page.
All right.
Dangerous.
Division 4 select. BK.
Division 4 select, and I have Southern Lab, Cedar Creek,
Southern
uh,
Line.
Southern Lab, Cedar Creek. I'm gonna go with McGee getting to the top 28. Louise McGee to the top 28, and Joseph S. Clark leadership in the Final Four.
Who you got, Peppers?
So you got recapping Southern Lab, McGee, Clark, and who's your other team?
Um, McGee, Clark, Cedar Creek.
Cedar Creek. Okay. Now my turn. All right, my turn to close this out. Division 4, Southern Lab. I'm going to St. Edmund to get through. I think that's a little minor upset there. Wichita Christian and J.S. Clark. That's my 4.
Okay. Cool. My 4. Hey, VK, I like your picks, man. Southern Lab, Cedar Creek, McGee. I saw that McGee schedule.
Gauntlet.
I saw that schedule, bro. Man, they put some belts to y'all know what on people. And I'm talking about
But
some good teams, man. That McGee. Woo! And I
That's
got J.S. Clark.
I heard that about McGee too, about their schedule, how good their schedule is, and the wins. And then on top of that, I talked with a good friend of mine that's an assistant coach at one of the schools in the playoffs, and he told me who the coach is and how good McGee is. He said McGee got some athletes over there, and they just handling business. Now I think they're young too. I don't think they have too many seniors on the squad.
McGee. All
McGee.
right, guys. Last part of the show. Who gets to the championship and who wins it? I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna go from the bottom on up. Division 4 to Division 1. Okay.
mhm.
So first Division 4 non-select. Who you got, VK?
Division 4 non-select in the championship. Wow. This is tough because of these 4 teams I picked, but I'm gonna go with Midland and Acadia for the state
Who you got?
championship.
Who you got?
Acadia cutting down the nets.
He has Acadia winning Division 4 non-select. Who you got, Peppers?
I'm going to go with Midland to get there as well at the top end of the bracket. I almost wanted to take West St. John, but Midland feels like a machine. On the bottom, this was back and forth, looking at it. Oof. I'm going to go with Arcadia as well, but I'm going to take Midland to cut down the nets.
Ooh, okay, okay, okay. I hear you. I hear you. Well, I don't have
Hmm.
either one of those teams in the championship game. I got West St. John and Mangum.
Ooh, wow.
And I got West St. John cutting down the nets. Yeah, that's right. Get ready. West St. John, state champs.
All I'm gonna tell you, Brandon Boyd. I hope the assistant coach from West St. I hope you're watching this.
No
I
relation.
hope you're watching
No
this.
relation.
That's a good friend of mine, assistant coach from West St. John. I hope you're watching this, my friend. I do have him in the Final Four, but somebody pick him as a champ.
I got him.
So I'm watching it.
All right, y'all. Division 4 select. Who's in the championship, VK, and who you got winning it?
And I had First Settlement, and I had First Settlement, Springfield. I think I kept it.
No, wrong division. Wrong division.
Division 4.
Four select. 4 non-select. Well, no, it's 4 select. I mean, 4 select.
We're going 4 select. We're going like that. Gotcha.
Yeah, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Yeah.
All right, cool. I can't believe that Cedar Creek and Southern Labs are going to be in the semis.
Unfortunately, but it is.
It is what it is on that. I got Southern Lab in the state championship, and
against who?
Joseph S. Clark.
All right.
Close ball game against McGee. But I think it might go neck and neck early, but then all of a sudden I think Southern Lab puts the foot on the gas and gets it done. Southern Lab wins another state championship.
Peppers.
I got the same final two. Give me the two favorites. Southern Lab and J.S. Clark Leadership Academy are going to get to the finals. It looks like that's one of those two teams just feels like it's ticketed to win this. Who wins it? The Lady Kittens of Southern Lab cut the nets down for Select Division 4.
I got the same two teams, but give me Southern Lab as your Division 4 Select state champions.
Okay.
All right. Listen carefully, VK. Division 3 non-select. Who you got?
I got it. I got it now. You see what we're going
on. I got to fill out his Final Four. That's the only one I'm missing is the Division 3 Final Four for a non-select.
For who? Us?
No, VK.
Oh, for VK. Okay.
Okay. I had what? French Settlement. I had Springfield. I had Westlake and Oak Grove. My championship is Oak Grove, French Settlement. My champion is Kathleen. Was it Kathleen Bradley? If that's right. And Oak Grove, they win the state title.
Carolyn Bradley.
Carolyn. That's why I was asking. Is it Kathleen? It was Carolyn. Carolyn Bradley and Oak Grove. They cut down the nets.
Peppers.
So Oak Grove is your champion over French Settlement, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha, boss man. I got you. For me, I'm gonna go Oak Grove on the bottom, and I'm gonna go French Settlement at the top. And I'm gonna agree with one VK Jones and go with the Oak Grove Tigers to take the championship in Division 3.
I got the same two teams, French Settlement, Oak Grove.
Mm-hmm.
I think we get a matchup like we had last year when Oak Grove played. I can't remember the team name. That beat Oak Grove. That beat them. I can't remember the name.
Can't think of them either. I'm blanking.
Carolyn Bradley had the game of her life, and they came up short.
Not this time.
I'm about to pull it up right now. As a matter of fact, to see who that team was.
That was a tight game in itself, man. And I never forget
Oakdale. It was Oakdale.
I never forget there was one of the commentators that was on the floor that was covering the game, and he was highly upset that Carolyn Bradley had got the most outstanding player. He was.
I understand why he's upset because they lost. I get it. And Oakdale's head coach, I can't remember her name. She was upset with it too. She felt like one of her players should have got it. But Carolyn Bradley scored like 39 of their 43 points.
And had 20-something rebounds as well. Like
the game of her life came up short. She fouled out.
And then had to give him a life that was topped it this year.
Yeah,
In the
that too.
season. My
Yeah,
God.
but Peppers, I have French Settlement and Oak Grove. That's gonna be. I think that's gonna come down to the end because French Settlement. I can't think of the girl name. She could play, and you ain't got nobody on her. She making shots. But I think Oak Grove's gonna squeak it out. Give me Oak Grove as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Division 3 select VK. Who you got?
Division 3 select. I'm gonna go with Rose Pine getting to the state championship game. And I'm going out on them on this one. There will be a new state champion this year. De La Salle gets to the state championship game. The experience returns and they will get payback. De La Salle, they will take on Rose Pine in the state championship game. And I don't care. You give me that funny look. I'm going bold on this one. It's just the fact of the matter is, this is a good Lafayette Christian team, but at the same time, this De La Salle team is going to look for payback. I could just smell it. It's there. If I'm wrong, like two left shoes, I don't care. I don't care. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. No disrespect to Lafayette Christian. No disrespect to their coach. It's a great program. But this year, it's going to be a change.
So De La Salle wins the title?
No, I said Rose Pine
Oh,
wins the
but De La
championship.
Salle gets there. I gotcha.
De La Salle gets that. I said it's going to be, because remember, Lafayette Christian, the defending champion.
True.
So I said there's there's going to be a new champion this year. That's why I said De La Salle versus Rose Pine for the state championship.
Go ahead, Peppers. Go ahead.
I don't want to make Cheese upset at me and VK going off. You know, the hat went off and he's still making wild picks, huh, JB? I'm just, no, I'm just saying. But I'm going to go Lafayette. I'm going to go chalk here. Lafayette Christian and Rose Pine to get to the championship and give me the 1 seed, Lafayette Christian, to take down this state championship.
Give me the rematch of last year's state championship. Lafayette Christian against Sacred Heart. Give me the rematch. Lafayette Christian comes up with another state championship. Division
Gotcha.
3 select. All right. Division 2 non-select. Where you at, VK? Come on back, bro. Division 2 non-select. Who you got?
Back in the hizzle.
I am back. I am back. Division 2 non-select. We're going to go, and I know the state championship is going to involve Walsman. That is a definite, going for what, 5 straight. So Walsman will go against, and I'm trying to say, I know I did
You
say
trying to see? Yeah, I know, man. You know, you gotta get
He
your
had West
glasses.
Feliciana and North Vermilion, VK. Who's
West
that
Virginia.
semi?
Oh yeah, I did have that. Actually, it would be North Vermilion would take on Lagrange in the semis if you look at that bracket.
He
Okay,
didn't
but
have
who you
Sterling.
got?
He didn't have Sterlington. He had West Feliciana, Wasman, North
West-
Vermilion, and Lagrange. That's who he had.
I
That's what
got
I got.
Walsman, and they will take on Lagrange for the state
All right.
championship game. And Walsman cuts down the Nets' 5th straight state title.
Peppers.
My championship game will be Wassman and Lagrange as well. And to be the team, you got to beat the team. And I don't know if Lagrange has it in him. Wassman wins the state title for a 5th consecutive season. Champions.
Lagrange trying to get back to powerhouse status. And here they are back in, well, in the playoffs. They get a bye. So they're looking to get to Hammond. I got Lagrange taking on Wasman in the championship. And I got the Wildcats, the Lady Wildcats of Wasman, winning a 5th straight championship. Man, that's just unbelievable. All right, moving on to what we at,
Division
Division 3.
2.
Division
2.
2 select.
So that's Division 2 now select. Division 2 select. Who you got, VK?
Division 2 select my state championship game. A physical battle between Madison Prep and Washington Carver will go down to maybe the wire, but I got Madison Prep in the state championship game. They will take on, and I think Parkview and University is going to be an absolute war. I will take the Cubs, the Lady Cubs, to go to the state championship game. It'll be University and Madison Prep once and for all for the marbles. My state champion. This will finally be Madison Prep's year. Give me the Lady Chargers to win the Division II state championship.
All right, Peppers. Who you got? Division two select.
Hmm. I guess I got to be the one to take a real swing here. I've got hold on. I'm thinking of it. I've got the 4 teams laid out. I know who I want to pick. Do I have the stones and the wherewithal to do it? You know what? Until you do it, Madison Prep, I'm not picking you. I got Carver getting to the state championship. I'm going for the upset. I am going for the upset. Give me the Carver Lady Rams and Blair Brinson to get to the finals. Who will they play? Here's upset number 2. The defending, reigning state champion Vanderbilt Catholic Lady Terriers are going to get there and stand up, New Orleans. The 504 is going to shout big. Carver takes down the state title.
Ooh, yeah, Peppers.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a
Peppers.
That's
Peppers.
called
bold
bravery,
thought.
VK. Bravery, baby.
Hoo, hoo,
That
hoo.
is that
Peppers.
is.
Boy,
How about
yeah.
them dogs? The underdogs, right, VK? How about them dogs, boy?
Woo, yeah.
Hey, bro, if Carver gets it done, man, you know what I'm saying.
Be
My
a big
prop,
statement for New Orleans, dude.
big statement for New Orleans, but big time props gonna go to you on this one. Big time
Thank you.
props go to you because that's bold. That is really bold. I at least got them in the final four, but man, I mean, you going all out for Carver, bro.
Listen, the
Hurt.
reasoning I'm giving you is Madison Prep has been here before. How many times and has failed to get it done? Right? They've had issue.
That's true.
Carver as the right type of team that will relentlessly press you. They can outrun you. They just got to make shots. They got to make shots. If they do that, they're fine. But
They
JB, I want to hear your final.
Yeah, they have to make shots indeed. They have to make shots indeed, and you're right. But I said this early in a couple shows. This might be the best chance for Madison Prep to win the whole thing. And you look at their schedule, they are really battle tested and got some huge wins this year.
They do.
And I'm telling you, it's not knocking it. I think that game is going to be unbelievable when Carver and Madison Prep. If they both make it, that will be a hell of a game. Go ahead, JB.
Peppers. I like how you think, man. Yeah. Peppers. Woo! Boy. I got Madison Prep. I got Madison Prep over Carver. I got Madison Prep over Carver. And number 2, I have Vanderbilt Catholic. I have a rematch from last year happening. And I have the Terriers once again raising the trophy of state champs. So there you have it for Division 2. Now let's get to the heavyweights, baby. Division 1, non-select. Here we go. Who you got, VK Jones?
State championship game. Here it will be the Zachary Broncos against the Slidell Tigers. And 1 versus 2 will go against each other. I think it's going to be interesting and a close ball game. I think Slidell presents a great matchup for Zachary, but I think Ava Raymond and that young team is going to get it done in a tight game. Give me Zachary to go back to back.
Peppers. Who you got?
It's I'm gonna go Zachary to get to the finals on the top side, and on the bottom, I know we talked to Slidell's head coach earlier, and I know how high I've been on Prairieville, but Slidell just looks like that team. I think the Lady Tigers find a way to the final, but when they get there, they're going to run into that buzzsaw called the Broncos of Zachary, and I think the Lady Broncos repeat as state champions. Give me Zachary over Slidell in Division 1 non-select.
When we did Curtis and Zachary, the girls' game, we did that one. End of the game, I talked to Ava, and I told Ava I'll see her at State. That's exactly what I told her. I said, Ava Raymond, I will see you at State. And it's not going to change. The Zachary Broncos will get to the state championship game by defeating Neville on my picks.
Mhm.
And I had Salmon and Slidell meeting again. And that's crazy because think about it. The chance for Slidell to play Mandeville for a third time in the second round and play Denham Springs in the quarterfinals for a second time. And then probably meet up with Salmon to play them for a third time as well. Jesus. But I still got Slidell getting to the championship, the 1 seed against the 2 seed. And it's going to be a close game throughout the entire game. And it's going to come down to some kind of way Asia Bell gets the ball and passes back to Ava Raymond for the game-winning shot. Give me the Zachary Broncos as your back-to-back state champions. Now, the last one, Division I select. VK, who you got?
We got. I'm gonna say this: the state championship game, the John Curtis Patriots, and they will take on Turlins Catholic for the state championship game. And I have John Curtis with a vengeance. They win the state championship. They'll get by Huntington in a close ball game. Huntington is going to really play really hard and defend their state championship. So it's going to be interesting in itself. But I think Curtis makes it. It's Curtis and Turlins, and Turlins will get through. It's gonna be close. Close game in the semis. But I think championship game. I think Curtis takes charge. They've been so consistent all year long. The schedule says it itself. It's Curtis' year in Division One.
Peppers.
Okay. You talk about Curtis and Huntington in the semifinal, PK, and being close. This might be BTA because John Curtis has a long memory of how their season ended at the hands of this team last year. You think they've forgotten? If they get to this point, they're going to want to get that catch back. And I think they do. Give me John Curtis on the top side, and on the bottom side, I'm going to ride the green wave all the way to the final. Ponchatoula. But Alondra Brown, stand tall. Your Lady Patriots are going to cut down the nets in Hammond. John Curtis over Ponchatoula for the state title in the select Division One.
Man, that bottom side of the bracket just, man,
Brutal.
we got Pontoula and Turlings. And I'm going to go out on a long shot on this one. I'm going to say Turlings. And Turlings going to play John Curtis.
All right.
So give me John Curtis and Turlings. Curtis and Huntington going to be close. Curtis and Turlings is not going to be close. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Turlings at all. I just think the best two teams in this are John Curtis and Huntington. And I would say Acadiana probably the third best team, but they're gonna have to play Huntington most likely in the quarters. That's just my opinion on it. I just think Curtis has they want revenge against Huntington and want to go over that hump right there against them. I think Curtis sails away to a state championship. So give me John Curtis winning it all this year. John Curtis, Bailey, and Kiki, they get another ring. Yep, as seniors. So everybody, that's our show for today. That is our show. We're gonna be back tomorrow at 7. And all we're doing tomorrow is picking first round winners. That's it. We had a lot on this show today, but we couldn't do that today. Come back tomorrow on Fat Tuesday, because Mardi Gras be over by then. Most of y'all be home unless y'all going party on Bourbon Street and all that good stuff till midnight. Y'all have fun with that. But we'll be here tomorrow, 7 o'clock, and we're picking the first round games. That is all we're going to do. first round games, unless Coach O wants to come back on, and we'll get Coach O on tomorrow. But other than that, that's it. Last words, Peppers.
Great show tonight. Very lengthy show, but it was going to be because we had these divisions to preview.
And the
So
guests.
we made that happen, and we had three great coaches on tonight. Look, to all the teams in these playoffs, good luck to each and every one of you. You deserve this opportunity. Represent your schools well to the fans that are going to support you. Get to your destination safely, and let's do this the right way. Let's have a great couple of weeks here as we make our way to Hammond, Louisiana for a state championship extravaganza. Um, it was this is going to be fun stuff. Playoff time, basketball, just something hits different about hoops in this state in the playoffs. Some magical stuff can happen, and it probably will. There are some great storylines awaiting. There are some schools that haven't been to this promised land in a long time that are trying to get there. Some have never been, and we're here to take you there. We're going to take you there on this journey. Now we can't broadcast the semis because they have contractual obligations, but we'll find our way to broadcast something in advance. But great show tonight, and as you say, JB, Mardi Gras, they can have that. I mean, great. You want to go out there and do your thing, go catch bees, doubloons, and whatever else they're gonna throw. Be what it'll be. Just remember, stay safe, stay sober, don't do nothing crazy. BK, take us home.
Yeah, man, great show tonight. Big time props to St. Augustine getting the win today against McDonald 35.
What'd that score?
64-44, St. Augustine.
But they lost Friday night, so
they lost Friday night. You got to rub it in, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't the only one that did it.
Yeah, we know who did it. I ain't worried about that. Like I said, I wasn't upset at that. I knew something might happen. Like,
the man told you he was upset a minute ago.
And I believed him.
Okay.
And I believed him. What you think? Come on, bro. You think if I would have said it went out and been upset, I'd been like, saying, "I'll go be fine." I'm like, we know how Brother Martin's playing.
Mm-hmm.
But and all with the win today, they got a big time prep. You could say playoff prep coming up Thursday night. They got Kennedy. So that is going to be a hell of a playoff prep till before they go into it. So they got to be ready. So that's just what it is. Congratulations, St. Aug. We'll have an announcement tomorrow about the games we're going to have this week that we're streaming and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish everybody a great Mardi Gras. Have a great time tomorrow. Be safe and everything. I'm going to be out there because I got my kid. So I have an obligation. But I will be back home in time for this show tomorrow. I'm not gonna be out there all day. So that's just me. But everybody have a great time. Enjoy your Mardi Gras and all that good stuff, man. And be back 7 o'clock tomorrow. We're gonna talk a little more about these prep playoffs.
Picking up games. Thank you to Coach Nunnery. Thank you to Coach Brinson and Coach Twilly all for joining us tonight. Long show tonight. Won't be that long tomorrow, I promise you. So playoff basketball for the girls. We're gonna be back again on Monday. Because the boys brackets will be released on Monday, and we'll do the same thing. Not as many guests, maybe one. Other than that, we'll do the same thing on Monday. Have another show on Monday and probably on Tuesday. But other than that,
here's the question about Monday before we get out there. You know the second round girls start Monday, right? Second round's Monday.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
And the quarters is Thursday.
Well, we're gonna pump the brakes a little bit. Definitely have a show on Tuesday. We'll see what happens on Monday. So I don't know what we gotta do. Get a game on Monday.
All about matchups, JP. All about matchups.
That's it, baby. That's it. So for George Peppers and VK Jones, I am JB the Sports Guy. We're signing out.